Hey,
we live
welcome.
or did
We're live.
live?
We're live. We're Goodell is at the podium. Hey, everybody in the chat. This is the 2026 Fantasy Cares draft streaming. We're here. It's time. Yeah, we've been doing the marathon, getting ready to it. Now it's the sprint to the finish. Pretty exciting.
What channel is it on?
All of
ABC, ESPN, NFL Network. I've got Goodell at the podium on NFL Network.
I have Hayward at the podium on NFL Network. So,
Oh, maybe I'm behind. Maybe I'm ahead. I don't know.
I have ESPN on, I think, right now.
and now there's a guy in a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
I have Mendoza at the podium. I mean, I'm a little behind. I had to make sure I filled up before I could.
You got the coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah, I was down to about a quarter bottle.
Mm.
So I went and grabbed a half dozen.
I feel it. I only got about a finger and a half left of the whiskey in here.
It probably works the same way, right?
I think so.
I feel like this one's foregone conclusion. So, whatever.
Offensive
Draft starts at 3.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
That's what you were saying earlier.
Mm-hmm. Who's going to?
Bailey. It sounds
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. Who knows the Bailey? Yep. Oof. I would love for Ty Simpson to go after Ian gets here. his live reaction will be wonderful.
Does he like
Bailey,
or
right?
does he dislike
Reese.
Simpson?
Oh, he hates Simpson.
Okay.
Hates Simpson.
Like I rewatched because J Mike and I didn't even talk about him. I didn't even bother doing a write up.
I was gonna say, did you guys do a QB show? You didn't even do one this year.
We did 1 quarterback and 6 tight ends because we usually do a 4 and 4.
Right.
But we just did 1 and then 6. And we actually ended up with I don't know, 8 tight ends, which I don't think was worth it, but everyone was trying to tell me that it was. So
I don't think it was.
So we are men of the people. We listen to our listeners when we do the Hoot Nanny.
Yeah.
And so we end up watching some players that I wouldn't necessarily watch, but it's what people want to hear. And so that's what we do. But we had really good participation this year where we did 3 catch-all shows with players that other people wanted to hear us talk about. So that's not always the case.
Who's going 3 then? I'm gonna put a little parlay together here. Bailey.
That's the question.
I just realized I have to lock the Reddit contest before the first pick.
What's Washington picking 4?
There we go.
7.
Yeah, Washington 7. It's Vegas, the Jets, Arizona, Tennessee, the Giants, Cleveland, Washington. So
They should have that on the internet somewhere.
yeah. I just knew that off the top of my head. Definitely didn't have it pulled up on my phone.
Of course not.
So I've got Bailey at 2. Let's see. At 3, you're saying the Jets, they're not taking Love.
No, 2 is the Jets.
Yeah.
2's the Jets, so they're not taking Love. They're taking Bailey.
3 is the Cardinals. If they don't trade out, they might take Love.
I don't see that being a good.
Greg says he's watching us instead of the draft, so we have to be on point. We got you.
X is screwing up the feed again.
Always.
I turned my notifications off for the draft because they put it 10 minutes before.
Friggin' social media.
That's my dirty little secret. I really deleted X because of the draft spoilers.
Yeah.
It's so bad. X is so bad.
We even have the sound for Greggles.
That's awesome.
That's
I
fantastic,
love
Frank.
that in there.
That is great.
Oh.
I think that's awesome.
That's great.
Can I?
Yeah.
Is that uploaded to the?
No,
I have my own soundboard.
Frank's got a board.
You're gonna have to send us that file. I
Okay.
want that on. I want that to be played the entire night that we mock.
Jesus, that'd be crazy.
That'd be awesome.
Mendoza's interesting. What did you think, Frank, of Mendoza?
I think he is going to be good, not great. And I think in any other QB draft, I think this wouldn't be as guaranteed as it is. But
Yeah.
it is this draft, and the Raiders are going to be happy with him for many years, I think.
This is going to be an interesting draft for fantasy, especially where so many analysts are locked in by draft capital.
Yep.
Where it's a bad like people have to be drafted in the first round. Like those picks are going to happen, but there are not a lot of, at least for me, I didn't grade out a lot of fantasy assets that I want, even when they get drafted in the first round. Like this is a really thin class, and it gets thin quick.
Mm-hmm.
And people say, "Oh, there's a lot of depth." It's like it's like Jurassic Park when they walk up on the mound. Like, yeah, sure, there's a lot of depth there.
I was gonna say a lot of players in depth are two different things.
Yeah.
Bob, I just sent the sounder to the Team Fantasy Cares email.
Nice.
That's the best.
Fernando strikes me as the type that if you threw him on the 49ers in the Shanahan offense, they'd love him for a long,
he'd be great.
long time.
So you're saying he's Jimmy G.
He's Mac Jones.
No,
he's better than
Jones than Jimmy G, but
Yeah.
Mac Jones with more athleticism.
That's
And
kind of what
more
I
field-
think.
More field vision, honestly.
It's
But
super
he's got
funny.
Jimmy G's bank account.
Everybody knows Shaq got paid in college, Bob.
We really know Mendoza got paid in college. There's probably
Yeah.
receipts.
Did you see Ty Simpson is doing a pick six promotion with I think it's Buffalo Wild Wings, which I thought was a bold strategy for a quarterback.
Yeah.
But
Brad, what's up with Fernando's mom? I didn't know that. What's up with her?
She
Post
has
in the chat.
I want to say it's MS.
Oh, okay.
I might be
Wow.
wrong, but it's definitely a muscle or nerve disease.
Wow. Yeah, no, they drafted Kirk Cousins to sit behind Kirk Cousins. It's going to be fun.
Hey, you know what? Actually, Kirk's probably not a bad veteran to learn from.
No, definitely not. And I see Goodell walking up. Who sees what?
I see the pick is in.
Okay.
Hey, look at that. Bob is correct again. I mean, once in a while.
I won't do that all night.
Oh, I'm loading it. So if you're not doing it, I'm doing it.
You're going to be as bad as Bosch with the circa.
Mm,
And it is Mendoza,
Yeah.
officially.
Wow.
yeah.
I gotta
Fantasy
find a pick.
cares. Charity's in the game.
Are you guys going to put this stream up later? Yeah, there's usually a restream, isn't there? Or a replay of this?
I mean, it'll be on YouTube, like
Yeah.
just available. So yes,
Whatever you guys are watching on, I might need to pause mine because when you said it was and it is Mendoza, was a
I-
good 20 seconds after.
I
I
see
still haven't
Kubiak
got there yet.
handshaking. Scott, I don't know what you see. I see the room right now. The
Oh,
war room.
no, I'm way past that.
Okay.
See, I just got Goodell to the podium.
Yeah.
But you're all the way up in Maine, you know.
It's
It
true.
makes sense.
It's a long way from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it takes a while to go that far.
Look at that.
I'm-
That almost looks like Circa.
I should probably change it to what you guys are on.
I'm on NFL streaming, so you're
Yeah.
never gonna. I'm in a tweener area,
Yeah.
probably. There you go.
Now they're talking to Mendoza in the back room.
Yeah.
Yep, I see that too. So
I got a lot of hugs. I don't know.
that's okay. We'll figure it out. If there's something crazy, I will not say anything, and Scott will probably lie because he said Michael Penix was going to like the Raiders or something a few years ago.
No, wasn't that Ian that called the Penix thing, and then it was serious? Then it was serious or whatever.
It was you had lied about something like 3 picks before, and I didn't know to believe you on the Penix thing when Ian actually called it. I couldn't remember what you had said.
Yeah, I don't remember either. I'm going to guess I might have had a few drinks. So
He even looks like Kirk Cousins. It's crazy.
I know people dog Cousins. I like Cousins.
I think he's a great quarterback to learn behind.
Not just quarterback. Like he seems like a really really nice guy, and like listening to him talk film is super enjoyable.
Did you watch? Obviously you did, but the quarterback on Netflix.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that where you get behind the scenes because you don't like the NFL is unique where when you watch them play, they're always, full armor, helmets, whatever. You don't see them. And so you don't ever get the actual person. And so to me, it's a lot of fun getting the behind the scenes stuff like that. But
Pick is in. Pick is in for the Jets.
Frank, we talked about Mendoza threw a touchdown every 9 1/4 passes last year.
It's crazy. The regression's coming, but I like
Yeah.
I like Bowers. I like
called the
Genty. The
Raiders.
line's better. Yeah.
Yeah.
They need a wide receiver. They need another piece. But I like the offense overall. I think it'll be a fun offense.
Eddie McPigskin dead on here. I totally agree with this.
Yes.
Totally agree with this. I
Yeah.
would have loved for the Vikings to get Cousins and to coach up JJ last year, Now I partially think JJ is dead in the water. I've heard enough inside stories that I'm like,
What is is there anyone else hear anything about AJ Brown to the Patriots?
I've seen a lot of that. Like they're talking June.
Right.
they want to do it post June 1, but it's not one of those. It's a done deal after June 1.
Right.
I think we're going to walk back to the table.
I should just give 31 to them tonight and call it a day.
Yeah, that's fine.
That way Vrabel doesn't have to talk.
Oh my gosh.
That's actually a thing. They said if the Patriots don't pick tonight, Vrabel doesn't have to talk for a month. If they do, he has a press conference tonight.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So we're looking at a trade out.
Yep. Ty Simpson, 31 to Arizona.
The Vikings right at that 31-32 marker, one of my least favorite trade outs ever. Trading out and instead of taking Lamar Jackson, they traded out, and I think we took someone like Lou Sign or something.
I don't know.
It was terrible. I don't remember who it was. But.
I was so mad that the Patriots didn't take Lamar Jackson in that draft. Like that would have been
I was mad the Vikings didn't. Like we had just signed Cousins, but
it would have been the perfect succession plan from Brady to Lamar Jackson because you have a completely different style. You don't like he doesn't have to be Brady because he's not. So you can just revamp your entire offense and go. But
I think since Ian has and this is since age 8, but since Ian has been all in NFL scouting guy, the worst draft for us was the Kyle Hamilton draft.
Yeah.
Both of us were all in. We wanted Kyle Hamilton so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it just sucks worse that he's actually ridiculously good.
yeah.
Yeah.
FanDuel just took the top 5 picks off of their betting board.
By the way, Ian's 1 for 2 right now.
What is
What did he have in his mock?
He had Reese at 2.
No.
Oh, you know what? Did he have so him and Matthew went back and forth.
Okay.
Oh,
so
so
whoever
it
picked
may have
2
been-
said Reese.
And I don't know who started.
Okay.
We can ask him when he gets here, but they went back and forth.
He got spooked by no top 30 visit.
Yeah,
Bailey.
I watched them do it. We went to a new place, had some cheesesteaks, and I watched them do that mock live.
Yeah.
Which
All
was
right.
pretty-
So now the draft starts.
Yeah, so they ripped off the top 5 picks on FanDuel for picking who it was going to be. After Bailey went.
Okay.
Ha.
So the next pick you can take is number 6, and they got Tate, Fano, Styles.
Styles
Freeling.
is there. Wow. Okay.
And
You think
you're
Styles
going to
is
a
good?
live event, right, Ann? Which live event are you going to? I thought I saw Ann was at a live event.
I have the Saints trading to 3 for Reese in mine right now.
Ooh, interesting. Oh, you're at Houston. Okay. Each day, it looks more and more likely that I'm going to go to Boise on
Nice.
July 12th.
Yeah.
Good
Really
time
excited.
for Boise. Yeah.
I love Boise. I've only been there once, but I loved it. I loved it so much.
The call, the siren song of the blue turf.
Yep. I've talked about this before. I almost went to college there. So,
Yeah.
Frank, this one I think is for you.
Downs at 5. Ian
You're not-
or Matthew
Hear
has
me
8.
out. Let down slip to 18 for the Vikings.
You're not buying into the love hype to the
I feel like those Downs injury concerns are out there, and he needs to drop about 13 spots.
Yes.
What's
Hi,
up?
Tony.
Tommy?
How we doing?
how's it going?
What did I miss?
Nothing.
I mean, yeah.
Mendoza Bailey.
The draft. Frank says the draft doesn't start until the 3rd pick, so you're
Doesn't
good.
start till Tommy shows up. That's
Frank,
that's
would you
fair.
be shocked if Jeremiah Love goes to the Cardinals here?
No.
Heck no.
No. Sounds like that's more actually common now. Because
Oh, really?
Bidwell wants him.
Yeah.
They're making a call.
I mean, this clock is dropping.
I was just saying.
I will say, I know the 8 minutes is great. It's going to go fast. I did like the 10 to 15 minute clocks. I like the stress. I like the tension.
It's got to be really difficult to get a trade done.
Yeah, that's what I was
In
going to say.
that narrowed window.
Yeah.
Because I mean, man, there are a lot of moving pieces.
The tech has got to be there now too.
Yeah.
Like compared to years past, the tech to be like, okay, the value of this pick, the salary changes, etc.
Mhm.
They plug it in quick. I bet.
And it's different now though, Scott, because every team kind of has their own valuation where like it used to be, hey, we're using Jimmy Johnson's trade chart, so you know
Yeah.
exactly what everybody thinks. And like I had a discussion with somebody, I don't know, it's probably a month ago about that because I was like, man, this is a weird trade. And they were like, well, if you look at it from this trade chart, and I was like, like my mind was blown. All of a sudden, it's like there are a whole bunch of different, and they've got like almost like VORP, like value over replacement, and then like because you've got the rookie pay scale, and it's wild.
Yep.
Not your grandfather's NFL anymore.
Nope.
Well, the wage scale is public, right? So
Sure.
it's a formula.
Yeah,
as
you
Scott
know
said.
exactly what. Yeah, you know exactly what guys are going to make for their first 4 years. But
I don't think there's a landing spot that bumps Love from the 101 in a lot of dynasty.
The
no.
Cardinals are going to do a really good shot at it, but probably not. All right, here comes Goodell.
I'm with the chat. I felt 10 was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eight. Yeah, 8.
There it is.
Yeah.
Did they do it?
Yeah.
Did it.
Ah. What? Okay,
The
Frank.
first
Why?
comment from the announcers, they really did it.
Why are you groaning?
Because Benson and Algier and
No.
Connor and Love
and a bottom 8 offensive line.
and no quarterback and
Yeah.
no line and no
Sure. But
Benson's
they should
getting
trade
traded,
Harrison right
Frank?
now. Just let him out.
Yeah.
Let him go somewhere else.
The sheer amount of, like, I've been doing this a very long time. The sheer amount of stud college running backs that come to the NFL to teams with no offensive line and just cannot put it together year one, just year one, is obnoxious.
Yeah.
So who'd they trade with for that pick?
What do you mean?
Oh no, who's
they
got 7 now?
oh, 7 still Washington.
Washington's always been 7.
Okay, Washington's been 7. Okay,
Yes.
Yeah.
who we got there?
That was the Cardinals took Reese. Or
No, who do you
Love.
like
Love.
at 7?
Yeah.
I would
like
not
at
be
7?
shocked if Ian's got a Cardinals love jersey soon. Like, we have a lot of family in Arizona, and like
Oh,
he's
Ian
got
McNeely.
a Booker jersey, he's got an Arizona Kyler Murray jersey. Wouldn't be shocked if Love joins the pack soon.
Now, if Jeremiah Love wears single digits, then we have a conversation.
I hope he
Because-
takes one. He takes Murray's one.
Yeah.
From him.
Do that.
Who
Who wears 4?
does
Well,
Washington
Well, I mean,
go receiver?
yeah, he wears 4. Yeah. I mean, well, if he wears single digits, obviously he'll be a little faster on the field. 'Cause
Yes.
That's how it works.
Dreadlocks,
Like, when all of
and
us-
long hair and single digits always make
Yeah.
everyone run faster.
Yep. Like when we were in, like, remember when we were in middle school, if you had lightning bolts on your shoes, you could run faster. So that's how that works. You pump your Nike pumps,
Pumps.
you can jump a little higher.
So I've been doing rehab, and it's BFR, it's blood flow restriction, and so they put like a band around my leg and then pump it up. I was like, man, I feel like D Brown, like I'm ready to go do the dunk contest.
Nice.
There is no 4 on the Cardinals. Buddha is 3 and Barron is 5. There is no 4.
Oh man, yeah, they lost. Who was 4 before on the Cardinals? It was yeah.
Kevin Kolb.
Well, no, after that it was Rondale Moore, who is
yeah.
now not with us
Yeah.
no longer.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yep.
Connor is 6. When they cut Connor, he can wear that.
No.
They have to cut someone now, so it's Benson, right? Are they done with him? Are we just sending him out to pasture and let him?
I
go
mean,
get
he
a
was
job?
always
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
letters. It's more aerodynamic if you have less letters. Numbers.
He's such a fun. He was such a fun watch.
Who?
He is Love is
Yeah,
was
he
the,
was.
like the fastest to the line of like most decisive runner that I've
Mhm.
seen in such a long time, where he just was like, "There it is. I'm going."
Ian talked about that where he said it was a little weird with him. Like he was like, so Le'Veon Bell like hesitates,
Yeah.
and finds the cut. Jeremiah Love will find it right away, but after he makes it, then he hesitates, like like trying to make his moves on people,
Yep.
which is kind of a weird thing.
And he leaves his feet a lot too,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah,
tough because once you're off the ground, it's really hard
No.
to turn. It's
Yeah.
hard to
So
It is-
Zach,
you always wonder how that'll translate. Like when I watched guys like Isaiah Crowell and stuff, where in college, where their big facet was hitting the corner and getting up, I'm like,
Yeah.
try that against NFL linebackers. Let's see how that
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
You know,
So Zach, something that our dear friend Tommy over there would say is that it's very important that rookie running backs can block. So can Love block?
Yeah, I mean he's fine. It wasn't. I don't think it was a positive or a negative. He's adequate at it. He's a good enough pass catcher. I mean, he had 28 and 27 receptions in each of the last 2 years.
I mean, that's like 2 a game. That's
Yeah, but that's what I like. So when I look for pass catchers, I'm looking for 20 plus seasons of 20 plus.
yeah.
And it's just a checkbox. And because when I'm looking at fantasy, I want 40 plus.
Mm-hmm.
It all matters on the team too, because
Yeah, sure.
your highest run blocking, like I'm gonna make my running back block team is like 30-something% of the time.
Yeah.
Like
So-
it's if he goes to a team where they do not ever ask their running backs to block,
Then it won't
and I
matter.
don't know Arizona's numbers.
Arizona doesn't even have to ask their offensive line to block. Like, have at it.
They suggest it. They're like, could you like think about it this week? Maybe.
Whoa!
Uh-oh. You're ahead of me. I see the pick is in.
Cow.
Wow.
All right, Zach. The Tennessee Titans just took Carnell Tate.
Good for them. He's
Okay.
Wow.
Draft is
He,
broken.
No. Again, Frank, we talked about this earlier. There are only about 10 guys who have a first round grade in this
I know.
class. And Tate's one of them. He downfield, very good at getting downfield, breaking separation, is very skilled to me, deep ball, but also very good at breaking zones.
Mhm.
He'll separate and sit, give a lane for the quarterback to throw. He's actually really good at. He's not a yak guy, but he's very good at planting at the catch point and getting upfield quickly. So he'll add 3 or 4 or 5 yards. He's not going to add 30, and really good on the boundaries. So fun pick. It'll be interesting to see how Ward can kind of develop with that. But
Tommy, what does this do for Ward for you? Does this raise his stock or same for now?
I think we're going to have to see where the perception lands of Ward. It doesn't really change a lot for me, to be honest with you. We kind of knew that he was going to have a better environment than he did last year. It was literally maybe the worst ever for any quarterback in the modern football era. And it was inevitable, right? They're going to do something to support him. They just did one of those things and like, okay, we can check that box off now. Now let's see what the reaction is, right?
Yep.
What is the middle ground? It's probably that, if you've got an aging team with Dak Prescott and you want to get off of him, Ward is probably a lateral bet now, right? You're just getting those years back. That's about what I think of him. It's exciting though to start surrounding him with the weapons. This is the time to do that in his career.
my worry though is I'm not sure Tate is a traditional like high volume one. Like I think he can go play X and play outside and do that. But I don't think that he is always a consistent winner against man coverage. And I think that he's going to see a lot of that one-on-one and press and guys get up in his face. And I don't think that he's great getting off contact near the line of scrimmage. So cool. Like he's one of the top wide receivers in the draft. I had him graded out at 2. But in a down class. So like it's a fun pick for Tate. Maybe not as much fun for me fantasy wise, I guess.
Can't click
I don't
this,
know if it
but someone's
matters.
saying Casey is trading up to 6.
So Brian Thomas Jr.,
Oh.
Marvin Harrison Jr., Roma Dunze all
That's
had
Bob.
pretty crazy ADOTs at some point in their very brief career. And the dynasty community still feels a certain way about all of those guys, right? At certain points.
Sure.
You can be successful to enough of a degree being a low catch guy and still have that fantasy value.
It's
There it is, yeah.
but
Bob's
not
right.
but not where I think that yes, you will have some fantasy value, but like where we're talking about, okay, Tate just went 3rd overall in terms of offense. He's the number 1 wide receiver off the board. So you're looking at Tate as the 102 or 103, probably 103, right? That's a lot of capital to invest in a guy who's probably a wide receiver 2.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like it's not we're not throwing a 103 at CeeDee Lamb or Justin Jefferson or AJ Brown, at least to me. And so that's the tricky thing with this class. And I know that I've talked about it a little bit in the Discord, where it's because this class is not very good. Like there's not a lot of high end assets. The lower end assets get pushed up. So like Tate's going to go higher than he would in a normal draft. Concepcion is going to go higher than he would in a normal draft. Like all of them. And so it'll be an interesting rookie draft. I mean, this is great for fantasy in terms of like, man, we're seeing wide receiver taken at 4 overall. That's sweet.
Mhm.
Frank, we talked about this a little bit the other day, where anything beyond the 102 is worth less than a traditional pick in
Yep.
those ranges. And so you're paying. So what we typically see is in December, we sort of establish the market rate for rookie picks, and then it trends upward, right? Except for like the 112 or whatever. If we're talking about first rounders, they're all losing value, including the 103. So you can actually get the 103 today, in theory, cheaper than you could in December of
Yeah.
this rookie class.
Well,
And
let's
so
see
we're
what
not paying
103 is
103
first.
prices.
This could be Tyson to the Chiefs at 6 in a second, and then 3 is going to skyrocket.
It flip-flops, right?
Yeah. I'm wondering if the Giants are panicking right now, because the rumor for a week now is they wanted Tyson at 10, and I'm guessing Tate at 4 was not on their card happening. So I wonder if the Giants are sprinting to
Good
go
point.
get Tyson now before the run
It's still
happens.
Tennessee pushing that early run, because there's going to be probably 2 wide receiver runs
Mhm.
in probably in the first round, but at
Yep.
least in the first and early second, there are going to be like 2 wide receiver runs,
Absolutely.
because offensively, like that's where this class is. Like it's wide receiver, and it's there's not a receiver who made the top 25 grades for me in this class. The top 25 grades that I have since 2017, not one. And I don't remember the last class that was like that.
Yeah.
Zach, where does this version of Brian Thomas Jr. sit in the pantheon of this second wave of wide receivers? Because there's rumors that Jacksonville may be looking to go into the back end of the first round and it's
Yep.
going to cost Brian Thomas Jr. in some configuration.
Oh, I would rather have Brian Thomas. I think.
Mhm.
I think. Well, unless you can get.
I had a call. Sorry. Did I miss any
Oh, you're
picks?
good.
Tate to the Titans.
Oh,
Yeah, no big
oh,
deal.
I saw that. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
with that.
Giants are
Um,
picking right now.
I think that unless you can get Omar Cooper, I would much rather keep Brian Thomas. And it's weird to me that Brian Thomas was so good without Lawrence, and then Lawrence can't figure out how to get the ball to Brian Thomas. It's such a weird kind of conundrum there. But
All right, here we go. Don't be Tyson.
the Giants pick is in.
Who are you hoping for? Downs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Downs is the guy I want most in the draft. But obviously, the Vikings can't get there. But
While you were off, I was saying I wonder if the Giants are going to panic and take Tyson now because they wanted him at 10, but Tate went earlier than people thought.
We got a bunch of no wide receiver, please.
I know.
Hoping for O line.
You really don't.
Whoa!
Uh-oh. Hang on. How am I behind Scott now? How did that happen? We were aligned a second ago.
Do you guys not have it yet?
Oh, wow. That's what they should do. That's smart.
Yeah.
So,
I
Zach,
don't
it's
have, like.
Reese.
I would
Reese.
say when you guys get there, you can just say it because I'm way behind. I just got Goodell.
That's why I said wow. I didn't want to.
Go.
Yeah.
I wasn't going
You're-
to say the name until people were caught
So
up.
Thibodeau's probably getting traded, or they're just going to put Reese at linebacker.
You're not going to hurt me because I'm like 30, 40, 50 seconds
No,
behind.
but I
Go
don't
have at
want
it.
to ruin it for the chat either.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Okay,
I-
so what did KC trade up for then? This is interesting.
Browns are on the clock.
No, KC moved up.
Oh,
They're at
okay,
6.
yeah. Okay. Damn.
They moved up to go secure Brendan Thompson.
I mean,
Make sure they got him.
Casey's also another one that could use safety help.
Downs, Styles is there.
Yep, Styles is
Tyson's
there.
there. Man, I'm so happy. Well, let's not jinx it yet because they still got to pick. But
Ian really thought the Titans should take Styles.
yeah, I did
He was
too.
adamant they should take Styles.
I think he's probably more right than their GM.
Yeah, the comp for Styles is Fred Warner. So
In case you guys were wondering, the Giants took Reese. I just got
yeah,
there.
there you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm here for you, Scott. Greg said that he's relying on us, so I want to
That's
be
true. He did say that.
rock. Ugh.
Bob and I have been skimping on the buzzer.
Zach says he's way ahead of us. The Florida time.
Yes,
You
they
know.
have the fastest TV in Orlando. We all know that.
That's it. Well, I mean, he is ABC Disney. I mean, he's
Yeah.
right there.
That's true. Corey asked what you're watching on Zach that you're.
I am watching on a 1974 Zenith black and white TV. No,
Mel
I-
Kiper still has a big pile of hair. Still,
so I've got it going NFL Network, but it's going from my phone to the TV because the TV wouldn't let me log in. So
I agree. Bill Styles is best available right now. Man, the Chiefs are going to get Styles or Downs. This stinks. I don't want them to be this good again. Ugh.
this is the part of the program where I'm just at a loss because I like defense. I don't do that. It's very similar to my my men's league basketball career. No, there's no
Yeah.
defense. Yeah, I don't do that.
You want to
So
know something crazy, Zach? I was like you most of my life until I had a kid that decided to scout defense and offensive lines, and now I know an obnoxious amount about defensive players and offensive linemen.
I need to hang out with Ian more because it was really funny to me the other day where he was like, "Oh no, Zach knows a lot about," and I'm like, I don't. I know a lot about 50 guys. Like
Yeah.
that's it.
I think that's his thing for you though. Like you scout like 8 deep at tight end. He scouts like 4 deep at tight end or 5
Yeah.
deep.
Yeah.
You know? So he feels like at the 4 positions you do,
Yeah.
you go deeper.
Yeah.
But
Well, and
he goes all those other positions.
sure. And
Yeah.
I probably overwatch too. Like I watch so many games of them because like it's minimum 8 games.
How many games do you watch?
8 to 16, depending
Okay.
on
I have talked to enough film people over the years that said if you watch 6 to 8 games, big, medium, lower ones,
Yep.
that's enough.
Yeah.
And so you probably do Overwatch.
Yeah, well, but there are some guys. It depends too, because there's some guys that I'll watch, and I'm like, man, when I get to the point where I'm listening to other people talk, I'm like, I'm so like, I watched like 16, 17 games of KC Concepcion this year because
That you can get open.
yeah, but so much of it is schemed and like the little jet motion, and it's
yes, but it's not like Jalen Hyatt schemed where he like drops back and you throw it behind 2 blocking wide receivers.
no. But it feels.
Oh, he was mocked to the Vikings so many times. Oh my Lord.
See, I'm not there. I just got the trade though.
I think Frank got it, but he's waiting.
I got it. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
So who are they getting? I guess in the Saints, but who are they getting in front of?
Commander's pick is right in. Did you see that?
That's Styles. It's
Like
100% Styles.
immediate. It was in. Oh. Yeah. Wow.
Concepcion reminds me of Kadarius Toney. Like when I was watching Concepcion,
He said that to me
Really?
yesterday. It made me so irrationally
I
angry.
don't know that I fully agree with that, but I want to hear it.
and like, well, I took so much flack for not having him. Like I had Kadarius Toney at like 12 in that class, and I like
Wide
Concepcion's.
receivers?
Yeah, and Concepcion's down there for me in this class.
I thought Tony for Florida was so gadgety. I don't think Concepcion is that gadgety.
I think he's more gadgety than people want to admit. But like I'm 100% like I'd love to be wrong.
I get that he's designed.
Yeah.
I think there's a slight like little difference between gadgety
Yeah.
and designed for me.
Yeah.
I think Concepcion is designed and Tony was super gadgety.
But it's so hard for me because every single player, like if I write needs to be schemed for, I'm out. Like I don't want that because the NFL is not going to scheme you.
I have a counterpoint that turned out not to be right. I thought Percy Harvin had to be schemed for.
Yeah.
And he turned out to be like he could do friggin'
yeah.
anything on the football field.
And I like again, like I hope I'm wrong. I'm always like if I'm lower on a player, it's not because I dislike them as a human. Like I don't know if you saw his press conference at the combine, but like he's got a stutter, he's got a speech impediment, and like
That's very talked about.
And like he got bullied but handled it really well. So it's like I hope I'm wrong because I want him to be successful, and we're better fantasy wise. We're better the more good players there are, we're better off. So,
What you getting, buddy? I'll be right back.
Yep.
8-year-old.
Zach, is this the room that you rehabbed last year? I don't see the red walls, and I'm a little confused, to be honest with you.
So I'm in the living room, so I have the TV.
Gotcha.
So the red room is just right there, the dining room.
Red room.
But I rehabbed the hallway and then upstairs. The upstairs is now my office. That the spot where I took down the horsehair plaster and lathe, and then that's now kind of that's where I work now on
Gotcha.
Thursdays and Fridays because I can work from home. Very special.
Nice. Very cool.
But
Mommy will come read you.
yeah,
All right,
this
Frank.
is
Who are the Commanders taking here?
Sunny Styles.
Yeah?
Yes.
Tell me why.
Because they need defense. And this guy's Bobby Wagner. He's Fred Warner. He's a safety converted linebacker. My comp is he's Roquan 2.0.
Wow.
He covers
That's high
both
praise.
sidelines. He's athletic. He can cover tight ends. He can do it all. Why is Bettis announcing the Commanders pick? Was Bettis a Commander ever?
No.
Okay.
No, but they thought Notre Dame running.
But
backs
I mean,
were in
it's
there because-
they're
in
in
Pittsburgh.
No, I know that, but I didn't know if there was a tie to Bettis somehow
Oh.
for this specific pick. Oh, Walter Payton. Got
Yeah,
it.
man of the year thing.
I was going to say, that's where they thought Love was going, and
Bill
Who was
lives
it?
another day.
Notre Dame running back.
Lynn Swan. That's who that is.
I always remember Lynn Swan from Mr. Rogers.
Great pull.
Yeah, the episode where he does ballet.
There it is.
Yep.
There it is. Yep.
Yeah, that's
Sunny Styles.
That's Sunny Styles.
Yep.
Frank Stradamus.
Yeah.
No, that's McShay Tradamus.
That's why Frank is not in the chat. He's on the stream.
There you go.
It's crazy to see a guy like Sunny Styles. I think this every once in a while, but with Sunny Styles, I am much bigger than Sunny Styles. Like I feel like I would push him over.
It's a great football name, though. It's a football name of like
Oh,
the
it's a
70s.
great
Honestly, like if you like, it's a great like Washington name too. Like the Sonny Jurgensens, like they have a former Sonny in Washington. Jan Stenerud, like it's Sunny Styles fits in Washington.
What do you guys think of those new jerseys?
They look the same.
No.
They're the exact
I don't
same.
think I
Come
saw them.
on.
Didn't someone get pissed off about the arrow on their helmet
Yeah, whatever.
already? Yeah. All right, so this is New Orleans, right? So,
New Orleans is on the clock. Oh, pick us in. All right.
so there's
Jesus,
no Delane. There's no Reese. There's no.
I don't know that I'm faster, but I bet I'm a better graphic designer.
Yeah. I just did jogging today at rehab. It's the first time I've tried to jog. It was more like limp jogging, but like it was the first time that I've gotten back to being able to jog.
Mhm.
So I'm coming for you, Sonny. That's
No, this guy was like 99th percentile in the combine overall. Like he's ridiculous.
That's
Just
wild.
saying there's a chance.
He's crazy. I love how he has 2 S's on his lapel.
He is slightly more athletic than me. I get it.
That's a
That's
good
my
looking.
running-
That's a
that's my
good
running
looking jersey
program.
with Styles on the back. That's
Yeah.
good. I like that a lot.
Can I pull a quote from the Superflex Super Show Discord?
Please.
I'm not
Absolutely.
watching live. So Steve says Andy Reid is dressed like a sofa in a Florida Beach rental unit. Are you seeing Andy Reid?
I haven't seen it, but I can picture that. Oh,
Wow. So this is New Orleans. So this could be Tyson. There's a chance.
Yep. Could be.
I've seen several people tie him to New Orleans.
Does that affect your expectations for Olave at all?
No,
Yes.
I'm. It's so good. good players help good players. Good offenses are good for.
Rising tide raises all boats.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Um,
A lot of people think that I don't remember who said this. Maybe it was Jake Trowbridge. A lot of people think that like incoming player means bad news for existing teammates. Like
no.
there's enough to eat. Shuck is decent. He's dealing. I mean, what is a high ceiling target share anyway? Like
Yeah.
35, 40% is absurd, right? That
Right.
still means there's 60% out there.
Yeah, it is a weird thing where people think, oh, you're gonna pull into the target share, but also that player being good extends drive, so there's now more opportunity. So
Yep.
And like I go back
and
to
more
it.
scoring opportunity, not just target and catch opportunities. Scoring.
Olave had a 29% target share.
Yeah. And like I go back to like Peter Howard blew my mind. It was probably like I'm old. It was probably 6 or 7 or 8 years ago when he was doing all of like he deep dove into wide receivers, and he basically found that wide receivers control their target share. So if you're good, you will be targeted, and it doesn't matter if there are multiple good wide receivers on the team, they
Super
will
old
throw to
adage.
you. Yeah.
The most probably old adage in this industry: targets are earned.
Yeah.
If you are good, you earn targets.
Yep. But like you have to fight that battle every like 3 or 4 years because people are like, oh, look at the vacated targets. I was like, no, it doesn't work that way. They're not just like laying around. Like, you bring them with you, and if there are good players.
Mendoza with a LinkedIn ad is so Mendoza.
Tyson's not falling past 10. That's basically been reported at this point. So if it's not here, Cleveland doesn't need it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
another
but
trade up.
Cleveland does dumb things, he said.
100%, Greg. 100%.
True.
God, I'm so excited
Good
to
call,
see
Greggles.
They traded all 3 of their firsts,
I get to see Greg in like 7 weeks. I'm super happy about that.
Scott, what are we drinking?
This is going to surprise you. It's a Long Island without like the blue curacao and stuff. It's
There you go.
and it's my third, which is not a good thing at 7:30 or 7:50 p.m.
It's a marathon.
Well, I mean,
although this is going fast. I mean,
After Tate went at 4, all bets are off anyway.
mhm. It's been an hour and we're at 8, right? So that's actually not the greatest pace ever.
Buzz Scott night. I love it.
Yeah, I definitely need to slow down at this point.
Well, at this rate, Ian will definitely be home before the Vikings.
Yeah. Yeah, his play should be over now. So there's no way we're getting like 10 picks in the next.
No, I'll be curious what he thinks of the Tate pick.
Yeah.
I'm picturing.
Oh, he won't like it.
Yeah,
He won't like it to the point. I don't know if you know this. Tate's his wide receiver too.
yep.
Yeah, he feels like Tate preyed on like poor cornerbacks.
Oh, yeah. All right. Like I'm not very far off with it. He liked Tyson a little bit more than I did. Although, like again, like those to me, that first group of wide receivers, and I have more in that group than most people do, but it's pretty darn close. Like
Mhm.
the Tate, the Tyson, the Lemon. I have Omar Cooper and Chris Bell in there.
I have Lemon a lot further down than most, but
Well, I have Lemon at 5 out of those. So, but
I'm very proud that Justin Jefferson's here. I had him as my number one.
Yep.
I like Jalen Rager
I
more.
was so. Did you?
It was so funny. So we were doing the
I
dynasty.
love a guy. I
dummies.
love a versatile guy. Like from one year to the next, he switched from outside to inside, and I love a versatile guy. Go ahead, Zach.
And
Sorry.
An's freaking out.
I was gonna say we were doing the Dynasty Dummies show at that point, and we had Shane Manila, who was like big time Philly. He was so excited to get Rager and so happy they didn't get Jefferson.
Dodged a bullet.
And then he was so mad when they drafted Hurts. And so I like to I have clips of those that I'll just send him occasionally.
Sorry to cut you off, Zach. It's Tyson.
It's Tyson.
I remember going on CBS FF Today the year Jefferson was drafted, and they know I'm a Vikings fan,
Yeah.
and I was like, guys, not only do I think Jefferson will be the top rookie, he might be a top 10 NFL wide receiver, and they give me crap for being homerism and stuff like that. But all the times I've gone on there, I feel like I've gotten Vikings takes wrong like twice out of 25 times.
Yep.
Because I have enough inside information up here. But yeah, I was all in on Jefferson.
Yeah, that was such a good pick. And it was wild to me, like even like pre-combine, nobody liked Jefferson. Like he was waiting, and then he ran fast, and people are like, "Oh," and I'm like, "You're missing the like, you're looking at the wrong things. Like you're getting to the right answer, but man, show your work."
Oh, he's crying.
You know what's funny though is with Jefferson, you could be wrong and still find a way to get right early enough.
Yeah.
You know? And so if you've got a strong take about these rookie wide receivers, that's okay. You can have conviction this time of year as long as you're willing to change it with new information, which we're not going to get for 5 months,
that's
whatever it
the
is
thing
right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. With Dynasty or with fantasy in general, if you are willing to adjust to new information and articulate that well, you'll be respected. Because it's not the take you had, it's the and that might get whatever drama. But
Sure.
if you're willing to adjust on the fly with new information, absolutely, that's what this sport is.
Is Tyson
Steve,
watching basketball? In the green room, he was watching the NBA. That's great. Sorry, Scott.
I mean, it's the playoffs.
oh my God, I should picture this. I forgot the Wolves are on tonight. I watched
Guys,
the
my
Wild.
mom is
Like
tuning in now. Hi, Mom.
1:30 a.m. I was watching the Wild. Steve. No, like it's not like pulled from anywhere. Jeremy from Reddit updates it when he can. He is driving somewhere tonight, like a long distance drive, but he will update it as soon as he gets to a computer or whatever.
Brain Burst says keep Tyson away from Kendre Miller. That was quite a precipitous fall from grace with Miller.
Yeah. Okay, Tommy. Tate on the Titans or Tyson on the Saints?
God, you just said a bunch of words that I didn't understand.
Tate on the Titans or Tyson on the Saints?
There we go. I understood that time. Golly. Man, that's close. Because here's the thing. All right. So you look at the trajectories, the success rates of the quarterbacks, and it's kind of a wash. Like you can push draft capital aside right now. And so then it becomes personal preference. And I tend not to have them when we're getting this good a draft capital at the wide receiver position. We're at the tier right now where we're playing with 60-40 bets, and they're about to drop to 55-45 or 50-50 bets.
Yep.
And so this is when I lean on people like Zach, because I don't have those preferences this time of year. I build my preferences as we see these players take the NFL field. And that's why I built a metric like NB10, is because it guides me through the earlier portion of the season to give me those edges. Those don't exist right now. And so I have to rely on people who have fundamentally different skill sets like Zach does. And like, that's okay. We don't have to develop a mediocre to good skill set in everything we do to be a good dynasty manager. You just have to listen to the right voices in a limited way so that you can scaffold your own weaknesses. And so I'll ask you, Zach, which one should I prefer?
To me, I think it's Jordan Tyson, but because they are, again, graded out very similarly. But I think what Tyson does and having Olave across from him is going to take some of that pressure off. I think he's going to see, a second corner or off coverages a lot more often than Tate will. And based on that, and he's also really versatile. Like, he's got such a unique blend of a skill set where you got he can beat you on a slant, he can beat you with a high point, he can beat you after the catch. So that in New Orleans across from Olave, I'm a lot more excited about that with Tyson than I am with Tate trying to be the one, which isn't really a skill set that I think he has.
Interesting. I don't disagree. I sometimes wonder when we look at draft prospects who come in as the not clear but probable number 2.
Yep.
How much, like with Tate with the Titans, or like with with Tyson with the Saints, if Tyson is the clear number 2 behind Olave, and we saw Olave gain 10 plus targets a game, how much actual volume do we see? How much actual red zone and end zone opportunities do we see out of the wide receiver 2 in New Orleans? And
Right.
This is obviously year 1. This isn't like long term, but it's an interesting conversation between a guy you think might be forced into the number 1 who doesn't deserve it or might not be primed for it, versus the guy who is more than likely going to be in the number 2 role, but the volume at the number 2 role might not be there.
Zach,
Yeah.
can I take the touchdown question first?
Which was what? What you think the red zone is going to be?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
I did a
so-
study on
Before
this.
you go, Maui Noah to the Giants, since some people are
Nice.
relying on it.
Sorry, y'all. We're dipping into theory. I did a study and I looked back to 2004 and looked at every receiver touchdown scored between 2004 and 2025. And I found that as long as you're clearing a bar of 60% snap share, receiving touchdowns are essentially randomly distributed.
Yeah.
There is no predictive nature to those touchdowns. And that's why you see these crazy numbers year over year. Jordan Addison with 10 touchdowns his rookie year. It just happens. And we try to be predictive with it. And sometimes you can be. I'm not saying you can never be that way. Devontae Adams was getting an absurd amount of red zone targets. If you look at like Patrick Mahomes, he throws something like 75% throughout his career within the 10-yard line. Like those things we can lean on. You look at the NFL as a whole though, and it's randomly assigned. As long as you're hitting 60% threshold as a wide receiver, you're just as likely as Justin Jefferson to catch a touchdown.
Nope. It's I think we sometimes, unless you're Devontae Adams.
Unless you're
And
Devontae
then-
Adams.
Yeah. But it's so funny. We have this in our head that good receivers are going to catch more touchdowns, and it's not sticky at all. Like it's such a funny, like it was so much fun. Like I know you sent me that like in a DM, and I was just looking through it. I'm like, yes, we're not like, and that to me is where psychology comes in. And I know that we're way off topic, but they're drafting offensive linemen now, Frank. So if you have anything to add,
Well, for
you
the
can
chat,
stop
real
me.
quick, we'll do it real quick. Styles went 7, Tyson went 8, Spencer Fano went 9 to Cleveland, Francis Maui Noah went 10 to the Giants, and Dallas just traded up 1 spot. Probably for Caleb Downs.
I say,
You can
what running
continue.
back are they taking? No.
Please continue.
I mean, it sounds like they're talking about Julio Jones with the touchdowns here.
Yeah. No, Julio's the opposite of that.
Opposite.
He's the good receiver that couldn't catch touchdowns.
Never Julio.
I will say you were talking about Devontae, unless you're Devontae.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Like, I've been around a while. There are very few people that can do an inside the 5 route like Devontae.
That little slant.
Maybe Chad Ochocinco, but like, there's very few that do that inside the 5 better than Devontae.
You know who actually was really good at it and hasn't been used that way as much in the NFL, but in college, it was Debo. Debo's little like 5-yard slant was nasty. That's one of the things. So like Debo, Cooper Kupp had that little. I mean, obviously he's not as big as Devontae Adams, but like that's one of the things that I love. If you get a guy inside the 5 who can create that like quick slant, you can't defend it.
No. Take us in. Ian will be here soon.
Nice. We'll get him on the offensive lineman because I'm out when it comes to the big guys. Like, I am a firm advocate that you pay the big men because
Yep.
that's where you win. But I don't want to scout them.
Well, Maui Noah was the guy who said like you need eggs because he gives you all the pancakes or something like that.
Yep.
Great quote.
All right, so he's my
What
one.
what was Ian's quote on that again?
It was something along those lines. It was like his number 1 player, and he's like, you need a bunch of eggs because he gives you all these pancakes or something like that.
That's awesome.
Oh, Ian. He's good stuff.
All right, so Dallas is going to take Downs. So Miami is on the clock with Lemon still there, and then the Rams are right behind him. So
I just got the Dallas trade in. Frank.
Do you think the Rams we need to try to win the Super Bowl? Think they pick or they trade down and they trade out?
I mean,
Wait,
Bain
the
is
Rams
still
have-
there. If you want to make
Rams
like the
actually
greatest
have a pick.
defensive line in football, I mean,
I thought the Rams traded everything till like 2030.
No,
right.
they got 13 overall here.
Yeah.
from the Falcons because of James
Yep.
Pierce.
It's not their own.
James Pierce.
I saw somewhere, and it was probably in the Discord, Tommy, where the Rams have been linked to every pass catcher in this draft. Like, it's been wild. Like, they're like, we wouldn't mind taking Tyson, and we like Mekhi Lemon, but also we don't mind, the Sadiq. Like, it's just like, which all seems like subterfuge. It all seems like they're going somewhere else. But
I mean, it circles back to like the greatest show on turf, essentially. Different skill sets, but like having that type of a window and just maximizing it. I really don't mind doing that,
What's
Yeah.
crazy about that window is I think the window is very Warner based.
yeah,
The greatest show.
Mhm.
Yeah, totally.
I feel like Holt and Bruce had many years left. But you're right.
That's how it goes, though. You can only there's always that critical weak link, right? And
Yep.
kudos to the Rams for Stafford like maximizing his.
Yep.
I know that we had
God, great analogy. Love that.
I know that we had the negative, or I had the negative Casey Concepcion, but like a place like the Rams or any of those offenses where you're like the Shanahan tree where they use that cheat motion.
Yeah.
Like that's a Concepcion, like to me. Because if you get him moving pre-snap, he's great.
The cheat motion, the pre-snap motion, it is insane. I don't know if you've looked at the data, but even like 5 years ago, no team was over like 30%. And what last year, the worst team it added in the league was 30%.
Yeah.
It is absurd. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
I don't know if you and I think I bring this up every year when we do the draft special, but I don't know if you've listened to Jordan Rodrigue did a podcast called The Play Callers.
So
good. But
So
like they go into all of the cheat motion and like how that can, and it's incredible listening to the theory from the guys who are actually driving the change at the vanguard of the NFL offensively.
Frank, how many first round picks are left? Like, I know there's a quantity of selections that we're going to make tonight, but how many first round worthy
players
are left?
Bain, Lemon, probably. Zach would probably disagree with that, but Lemon.
You said Omar Cooper? No, I think
Yes.
to me, Lemon's probably a back end first in a normal class. Like it's not bad.
I mean, no, like Sadiq should be a first rounder.
Sadiq will be a first rounder.
Like there's
Monroe Freely. There's offensive linemen still. There's a bunch of them that are going to start going
It's always
fast.
tough to relate year to year, though. Too.
I think Sadiq is such a trap. I really like.
He absolutely could be. It could be that athletic freak that just doesn't pan. I get that. Yeah.
Man, Downs just looks like a cowboy already. Just
Right?
the purple suit and just that big smile. He just looks like a cowboy.
It's not a bad vibe,
I
man.
swear he should have been a Viking. He's got the purple suit on.
Yeah.
Replace Smith.
Or like zero. Just to I mean,
I have heard internally that the Harrison Smith decision has nothing to do with the draft. Meaning, if Harrison, we may select a safety. It doesn't matter if Harrison Smith comes back. He will either be a mentor and a part-time or most of the time player, or he's retired and we have a replacement.
the chat seems to be saying that Bain is just going down the road. So,
if you're right, Frank, we've got the Ravens coming up, the Bucks, the
Ravens have like a
Lions.
very poorly kept secret of who they're taking. They're taking Ioane.
Where I'm going with this is if we're going to get a bunch of offensive linemen coming up, this is great for the quarterbacks of these teams,
Yes,
right?
it is.
Panthers are at 19, Cowboys at 20. Like, this could be good news, even though it's kind of a whatever type pick for fantasy football. There's hidden advantages coming up, right?
Well, the Eagles want to trade up. The Texans want to trade up. And that was kind of the main two teams still out there because the tackle run's about to start at Tampa, I would think, or Baltimore. So,
Mike,
look at Jay.
Will we, Zach? Do you think Caleb will travel to the slot against Josh? I don't know. That'd be cool, though. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Caleb can play slot.
He's still getting.
Can't hear you because you're muted. I will say, I haven't seen you in a while. You look like you've lost weight. I like my bigger J Mike. I like it's more huggable. I
found it for you.
You look good, man. You look good.
It's great to see you guys. Great to be with you. Yes, I've cut the hair down lower. I've lost a lot of LB since last year. Still same old nonsensical me. But it's good to be with you guys. It's very good to be with you guys.
J Mike, you only missed a little bit of chaos.
I was just gonna say, and here's the thing. So I'm coming in blind. I went from work to an evening engagement. Came home, gave hugs and kisses all around to my family, and I'm here with you guys. So I don't know anything.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God,
yeah.
Dolphins Ty Simpson? Are you kidding me?
No, don't do that. Don't do this.
Scott. Oh my
J. Mike, Love is a
Rascal.
Cardinal, Tate is a Titan, and Tyson is a Saint. That's all you missed.
Love is a Cardinal.
I feel like that one.
Is that a haiku?
That just like love is a
In the chat, that was a
cardinal.
joke. Knowing I'm ahead, that was a joke.
Love is a Cardinal.
Zach, could we get a parody song?
Easy,
Yes.
easy.
Yeah.
Love is a battlefield. Love is a cardinal. It's so easy.
Love is a cardinal. I'm gonna fight it
Um,
all night long.
Yeah, J.
I
Mike,
feel
the
like
shocking
there's
one
so
was Tate
many
to the
love
Titans.
songs. There's so many love
That
songs.
is a
There's
big
infinite song you
offensive
can do.
tackle. There are like
Proctor.
5 tackles, guards, or tackles and guards in this class that I think that might go in this 10 to 20 range.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of big boys, and honestly, some of these tackles I think get moved to guard.
So Caden Proctor, for those watching at home, is 6'6" and 5'8" and 352 pounds.
That's a big
Yeah.
guard.
Big boy.
You saying he's gonna play guard?
No, he'll be a tackle.
Okay, I
Probably.
would say that's a big man to stick in the middle.
No, he'll be a tackle.
He's got people say he needs to slim up a little bit, but he'll have some time to do that and
Yeah,
get fundamentals down. He's more of a project than Fano and Lomu and all those guys.
That's what Willis wants to hear is a project on the
I
offensive
know,
line.
right?
he's a better version of maybe Frank remembers this. Phil Lodeholt. Do you remember him from
Yeah.
was it A&M? Was it A&M?
Matthews was A&M. Was Lodehold A&M too?
Oh no, A&M Lodeholt was Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. He was like 6'6", 6'7", 360, 370. something like that.
352 is so big. I can't even comprehend that.
He was a load. Lodeholt was.
Rams just sprinted this pick in.
That's that like when you're playing like BS or something, and you're just like someone lays someone down, and you just slap it right on top. You're just like, I know what I want.
You get the somebody pushes all in with the short stack. You're just like, yep, quick call, snap call.
And I don't necessarily want us to derail conversation, but I'm curious because I haven't gotten past, and I'm pulling things up now. I haven't gotten past "Love is a Cardinal," the song, or the fact that they drafted him. Why did Arizona do that?
Bidwell, the owner.
Okay.
The owner wants ticket sales.
Okay.
It's Arizona.
Yeah.
They want to be the Jets.
So
And if
They
Ringo's
could
right
upgrade their
now, we're
stadium.
about to have something crazier.
I've gone on a lot of stadium tours. The Cardinals Stadium might be one of the worst I've been on.
Really?
He could spend some money on that.
Tate
Well, and it-
went to the Titans. I'm sorry. Let me mute so I can.
No.
Yeah.
Keep processing.
This is the J Mike minute. Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, we got time.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, we got time.
So I just want to fly through some things.
Because things are about
Hey.
to get really crazy in about 60 seconds. So
Fernando
yeah.
Mendoza. I'm really excited. Things are great. David Bailey goes to the Jets.
Yep.
Fascinating.
Yep. Love it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. I whatever. Jeremiah Love, awesome. Carnell Tate at 4, my top film grade, and it's interesting that they went Tate. I guess this is hey, we know we really have to throw resources toward, but they also need to protect him, which is something that they have neglected this offseason. So that's weird, but okay. Arvell Reese of the Giants is like, wow, they made out.
Careful,
great.
Scott.
I'll stop if we need to.
No, he
Nope.
he sees it. It's out there. Keep going.
Okay, Mansour
We'll have to
Lane to the Chiefs is fun, and they traded up.
Yes.
Oh, they traded with the Browns.
Yes.
Okay. Sonny Styles to Washington. They're loving life. Jordan Tyson to the Saints. Tyson and Olave.
Oh, the chat is
Yeah.
talking about it too.
That's
Yeah.
fun. That's really fun.
See, that was my
Okay, Fano, Mainoa, Caleb Downs. Oh, the Cowboys traded up.
Just
Or-
one
no.
spot.
Okay,
Just one spot.
and then Caden Proctor. Okay, sweet. I'm up to speed. Thank you.
And the chat's freaking out, and Scott is freaking out because Ty Simpson is a Ram.
That's not real. That's not real.
It's real.
So I watched
I was later than the chat somehow.
J Mike. I watched Ty Simpson tonight, pre stream, because we didn't watch him for our hootenanny. It's not good. So no, that's not true. So when he's under pressure, it is not good. Like he does this weird thing where like he gets happy feet, and then instead of squaring up and throwing, he like turns kind of facing the receiver, drops his back foot, and just takes everything off the ball, and it just kind of floats. And like the Rams offense, where I think they're smart enough and capable enough to get the ball out quick. And obviously he's not going to start this year. Like, fine. That part of his game is fun. Get the ball out quick, get the ball, to guys on slants, not having the pressure in his face. But, oh my goodness, when he has pressure, it is an adventure.
We're about to really see if McVay can fix anybody. We're really about to figure that
I
out.
just got up here, but my biggest problem with Ty Simpson is, as far as being an NFL player, it's that he's not good at football. And I feel like that might be a detriment as a quarterback.
It's like more fadeaways on his throw than like prime Jordan. Like he just fades on everything.
To Bill's question, I think 13 is more games than he started in college.
What you got, Jay Mike?
We said this when Zach and I guessed it on Trade Addicts. Frank, Rocky. Excuse me, I said this. I think that good Ty Simpson, like early season Ty Simpson, not under pressure and not hurt, he was pretty good. And Ty Simpson under pressure, as you said, is very Jameis Winston-y.
Yeah.
It is eerily similar. And he'll also like dirt balls like Donovan McNabb used to do. Like McNabb would just have somebody like over the middle and just like out of nowhere, the ball just dirted.
It's pulling
that is my predominant Vikings memory of Donovan McNabb.
Yeah.
It's pulling that back foot.
So that's fascinating. But the fact that he went 13, I think the real question becomes, fellas, spinning this forward, where in the world does he go in our dynasty rookie drafts?
To somebody
First
else.
round, unfortunately.
To me,
Someone's going to take him in the first.
I'll take him in the first. I'll take him at the 108, 109.
Oh, look, Tommy,
This is-
I've got the 108.
This is the Jackson Dart paradox for me.
I just don't care. I don't care if they're good. If you get a first round draft capital, the NFL spends more money on this than I do. I'm willing to bet a late first that they're more right than I am. They're more right than we are. And they're putting their money behind it. They're putting their trajectory behind
13 is a really high pick.
Yep.
I mean,
It is, but it's outside of top 10, which is where the kind of arbitrary cutoff for
it's
quarterbacks
not
is.
quite as high as guys like Blaine Gabbert,
Yeah.
Nick
No,
Locker.
But if you look at historical quarterbacks, like top 10 and outside of top 10 is a huge difference.
huge.
Huge difference. Yep.
Let's forget the top 10. Like
Like
First
yeah, top
round versus
5.
non-first round is
It's not.
insane.
It's 91% first
insane.
round. Yeah.
like it's not even a coin flip if you're
Yeah.
past the first round.
Yeah.
I don't care though, because we're not playing the game of who is best. We're playing a dynamic market that changes every single day. And the
Mhm.
more you layer in these players, if you did it with Bo Nix, if you did it with Jackson Dart, if you did it with Justin Herbert, I could go on and on. It doesn't matter if you're right or you're wrong. If you did it with Mac Jones, there was a window to sell him the next year's
Yep.
QB 13 overall.
Absolutely. It's a great point, Tommy. Great point. And they get more leash.
But
Absolutely more leash.
that to me,
Not
Tommy,
just leash with the team, but leash in the minds of dynasty players.
well, and that's what I was going to say. I think that points to our kind of lack of understanding of how quarterback produces in fantasy. Like again, you just did all that work with the like the ranges and quarterback doesn't score the way we think it does. The top ones do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Right.
outside of those top 6, it's like tight end. Like
Yeah,
Can I
there's
give you
just
another study though, Zach? Is
Yeah.
every single playoff rookie over the past 3 years has gained value.
yep.
And so it doesn't matter if they don't play. JJ McCarthy gained value his rookie year because the Vikings made the playoffs.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they're good or they're bad, if they play, if they don't play. They gain value. And that's part of the game at the 109, especially this year, because you can't trade your 109 for a 2027 or a 2028 first in most leagues.
Right.
What you can do is you can stash a quarterback and trade him for a 2028 first 9 months from now.
Yep.
Here's one of my favorite parts about Simpson going to the Rams once Stafford retires. That is one less team that the Vikings have to worry about.
Love it.
Ian
Well,
just
when-
texted me on my way home. How many picks through are we? Don't give me any spiders.
No spiders.
No
spiders.
spiders. He doesn't want any spiders.
Okay.
That makes 2 of us, my
I'm
boy.
pretty sure he means spoilers, but
Well, for J Mike's my guy, maybe this means Jeremy's going to LA now. Little stack.
That would actually be fun.
this is really working out for the Vikings so far. But we got a
Playing
lot to
games
go.
with me,
But
Frank.
several Vikings targets are still available. Somehow
McShay said
Downs
this
didn't
morning
make it,
that McShay said this morning that Jeremy fits McVay's thing as a guy
Yeah.
who blocks and isn't afraid to take contact. And
I think Bernard, I think Cooper, I think Bell all fit that. Be very fun.
I
said
think the
Bell doesn't
Vikings
block,
are
is that right?
Keeneman
Oh,
or
Bell is
possibly a defensive tackle.
Yeah.
AT.
Bell wants to hit everybody all the time.
okay, maybe he said it about someone else then.
Different Bell. There are 2 Bells.
Yeah,
There's Baby Bell, like the cheese.
Baby Bell
then
and Big
there's-
Bell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and there's Big Bell. Yeah. Chris wants to hit everybody.
yes,
Skylar's baby bitch.
Yeah, Skylar's Baby Bell.
Baby Bell.
You got to peel off the wax. It's all good.
Baby
All right.
Bell.
They taste so
This
good.
pick
though.
is in. It was the worst kept secret ever.
I've got a whole bag of Baby Bell in the fridge right now. I wish I had come up with Baby Bell before I did my write-ups. I may have to go back and rewrite Skylar.
This is Vega Ioane for the Ravens. Great pick. Love it. They needed interior linemen. He's probably the best one in the draft by a large margin.
He's so good. He's fun. He's
He's
fun
a
to
big
watch.
boy.
Yeah.
6'4", 320 as a guard. Woof.
What does that do for Lamar, Frank?
I'm not sure it takes much. It does much for Lamar, but it definitely does something for Henry. I guess the running game. So yes, it does something for Lamar, but this could be. Who did they lose? They lost Linderbaum and they lost a guard, right? So he's just going to slide right in. And Tommy, if you're watching the stream right now, you can see what kind of blocker this dude is. I mean, holy cow.
Oh, I'm smitten.
This guy is the reason that Singleton and Allen ran for all them yards. So
Lamar is back to being a truck.
yep.
There you go.
This guy, oh man, the counters with this dude and Henry. Oh, that's gonna be really dangerous.
Zach, J-Mike, I'm going to ask you this one, actually. I was on, I don't remember what show the other day. I said I would trade Jonathan Taylor for Henry and a 2027 first. Am I on target there? Random 27 first. Consider like middle.
Wait, which side did you want?
I want the Henry side. I think I can milk one more year out of this thing.
Give away Taylor.
Yeah, I'm curious in the dynasty streets if Jonathan Taylor is a player that people are like, I'm good with moving my 27 first for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were just a year away
think so.
from. I mean, that's probably the case, but I just feel like
27 first for Taylor. I'll take Taylor all day.
I just remember before this past season, like soured. The landscape was very soured on JT, right?
Like a 6th-round startup pick, yeah.
And that was from the previous injury that he had. That was from the holdout situation, the contract situation. Like there was a lot that was going on with him. But then obviously he goes out this season when one of the crazier things you'll ever hear in your life. When Daniel Jones was healthy, Jonathan Taylor was amazing. So I think I'm with you though, Tommy. I want the Henry side of that.
Yeah.
I'm totally okay with that.
Yeah. Let's shorten our view a little bit this year. Let's take this year's production and let's get the rest of it in the future pick value if we can.
My problem. Oh, go for it.
I was just going to say that I think that's in general. For many years, I did a study on 2-year, 3-year, and 5-year windows, and it proved pretty conclusively if you're playing in a dynasty league in a 5-year window, you're failing. In a 3-year window, you're like break even. You should be playing in a 1 to 2 year window with dynasty.
You're very generous if you do that, though, and we appreciate you.
Yeah. Well, but I think that's the trap is we, obviously this class is down, but like we see a class and we're like, oh yeah, we can project out, Jordan Tyson or Jeremiah Love, and they're going to be great for 6 years, and they're going to be like, if you go look at a dynasty team that you have, if your roster is 30% the same in 2 or 3 years as to what it was before, like that, you're not playing in leagues that I'm playing in. Like there's so much churn. Yeah.
Wide receiver is the most consistent, well, outside of quarterback, but wide receiver, even wide receivers after 5 years, I think the data showed that on average, 5 of the top 36 wide receivers are still top 10 wide receivers.
Yeah.
Or top 36, whatever. Basically, after 5 years, everything has completely shifted.
Yeah.
It just churns. Yeah, it's wild.
But I was actually looking at this the other day, and something like 24 or 26 of the 900 players since 2014 have played 100 games and cleared 1/3 of their games as top 36 wide receivers for their career. It doesn't happen,
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. Like even if you look, so like I just pulled up 2020, the top 12 wide receivers, and Devontae Adams was wide receiver 1.
Yeah,
you got Hill, Diggs, Calvin Ridley was in there.
Michael Thomas, maybe.
Tyler Lockett was in there.
Wow.
Because 2020 was the year that Michael Thomas took his nosedive. Because I traded Michael Thomas in several leagues to get Justin Jefferson.
Woof.
And then Michael Thomas completely fell off the face of the earth.
I'm going to say one thing, and normally I don't speak on this, but I'm just going to say this. Ringo, you're like 3 picks ahead. Chill out a little bit. just a smidge.
Ringo in the future, man.
let's hold off in the chat. Even I'm not that like I'm like 30 seconds ahead or
Yeah.
minute ahead.
No, he's reading Twitter. I know he is because I see the pics
Oh.
too.
I got a life insurance commercial. We're good.
Liberty bibbity.
I am I'm trying to get the Timberwolves as my back button on the
Yep.
I got the Timberwolves in the Wild the playoffs, and you know I got to enjoy the first round because that's probably all they'll play. So I have to enjoy it. Double overtime game for the Wild last night, which was awesome. It was we lost, but it was a great game.
Oh.
So, Frank, as a Luddite for the NFL draft, is this going generally as we anticipated it would?
No, this is busted. I just
Busted?
told. Yeah, I mean, Bane going to
Bane.
15 is crazy. I mean, Bane was
What
the
was
number
that?
one pick.
Yeah,
3
Bane
months
Bane
ago.
going 15
Wow.
is crazy. Yeah, yeah, he was pretty universally 3 months ago a top 3 to 5 pick.
I was going to say
Whoa.
the mock draft is probably 3 months ago was Bane, Downs, and Reese, and now like Downs just went 11 and Bane went 15. Everything's upside down.
Yeah.
So, and Ty Simpson wasn't even sniffing the first round. So, yeah, no. Proctor went
Whoa,
early.
whoa. The Wolves don't start for. Oh no, they start at 8:30.
No, I think the first couple went fairly chalky, and then Love and Tate kind of broke it open.
Wolves.
But like that, I mean, not to be, but like that's how it is every year. We're
Of
like,
course,
it like we think we know a lot
Penix
more
went
than we
8.
know,
like
but also we have way more faith in NFL GMs than we should to do the logical thing.
yeah,
And so that's part of the fun of it is you don't know because it only takes one, and then people start to panic. It's like being in the Scott Fishbowl draft, and all of a sudden, 2 quarterbacks go, and everyone goes, "Oh no, I have to get quarterbacks!" And all of a sudden, you're coming around to the turn, and eight quarterbacks have gone in your draft, and you don't know, and you can do 1,000 mock drafts.
yeah.
And it's not the same as when people are on the clock.
Last year was so fun in Scott Fishbowl too because there were so few requirements. Requirements were like a
Yeah.
recommendation.
Yeah.
And so I
Love
had one quarterback leaving the draft. I had Drake May. I had 0 wide receivers and a bunch of running backs.
That's awesome.
And then I
Ian
got
is-
Jackson Dart off of waivers in week 1.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
But I didn't play a single wide receiver all year, and it was glorious. Like I
Yeah.
really love
Well,
the flexibility of
it's-
that
it's
format.
coming
You
back.
wouldn't want.
Don't worry.
Our draft
That is
experts
coming
here.
back. Ian's
Nice.
reacting to the Jets pick here.
Okay.
No spiders.
No
Okay.
spiders.
No spiders, Ian. No spiders. All right. I am going to let you
Wait
react.
until the 15. Okay.
I'm going to let you react.
You're live on YouTube, Ian. Watch the language.
I want you to come over here. Come react live. Do not look at this.
All right. Tell me number 2.
Is Ian on screen?
Yes.
I am.
Okay. All right. Mendoza 1.
Okay.
Bailey 2 to the Jets.
That was surprising because the Jets have already talked about how they're going to exercise Will McDonald's 5th-year extension.
You haven't
So,
gotten to the crazy part yet. Stay with it.
Yeah, we got a lot of picks to go through. But I love that you got
So
information
not
on
yet.
all teams.
No.
Okay.
Arizona Cardinals pick 3, Jeremiah Love.
Yep. That one got spoiled.
Okay.
Uh,
Titans 4,
Titans for Cardinal Tate.
Yep.
Right?
Carnell Tate.
Okay, that's the last one I was
So you
spoiled.
had some spiders.
Take that.
Yeah,
Tate.
some
You had
spiders.
some spiders. Giants, Arvell Reese.
What a lucky team. That's an 8 pick for them.
I know they have 5 edges. It's crazy.
That's huge.
Chiefs traded up.
Are you serious?
Mansour Delane at 6.
What?
I think he's.
No way.
Are you talking about what's on the screen right now or the draft?
No, he's talking about Mansour Delane.
Okay.
Delane could have gone.
He
They
paused.
could have gotten
he paused
McCoy.
our TV.
They could have gotten McCoy, Delane, or Downs at that pick.
I'm gonna catch up to you if you paused it.
Washington, Sonny Styles.
This is an insane draft.
We're not done yet. This gets
Yeah,
crazier.
it gets worse.
Stay
No.
with us.
Frank will tell you it gets crazy. Saints, Jordan Tyson.
Great pick. I love Jordan Tyson. Okay.
Browns, Spencer Fennell.
Nice. Over Malvigoa.
Over Marigold.
Give it a second. Hang on.
Who goes to the Giants at 10? Giants have Reese and Marigold.
What a coup.
Giants
What a
got
coup.
Malvigoa.
Absolute
Yeah.
coup.
Cowboys, Caleb Downs.
There's also the NFC East is killing this draft.
Caden Proctor, the Dolphins.
Number 13.
It was either that, Freeling, or Lemon.
Yeah, I could see Lemon with
I
Tyreek
like the
Hill leaving
I like
and
the
whatnot.
Proctor pick.
Los Angeles Rams, 13. Ty Simpson.
Are you?
This is the one I was going to say he's live on YouTube for.
Ty
Careful.
Simpson sucks. This is so bad for me because do you know how good the Rams are for Ty Simpson?
Oh,
Matthew Stafford to teach him an insane receiving core. Sean
Oh,
McVay.
God.
If Ty Simpson turns good, now it's gonna make me look bad.
And then it's chalky rest of the way, basically.
yeah.
Well,
Ravens took
Vega.
Vega. Yeah, Vega.
Had to.
Yep. Bucks took Bain.
I'm not surprised that Bain fell, but it's also
And then 16.
And the Jets took Sadiq.
Mason Taylor. I love
R.I.P. Mason Taylor.
Why?
also R.I.P. Sadiq, but whatever.
Yeah.
Also, R.I.P. Sells.
Oh yeah,
Rucker.
Rucker. Jeremy Rucker.
Jeremy
Rucker.
Yeah.
Lions pick is in.
Feynman's still on the board.
Yeah.
This is insane.
Vikings on the clock.
This is such a good draft. Oh, geez.
I don't know which product to commercial ratio is worse. WrestleMania or
Oh, don't
The
get him
NFL
started
draft.
on that too. Ian did this yesterday.
Oh,
this is painful.
did you watch what night one? It was 12 minutes more wrestling than ads.
So painful.
It was basically 51-49%.
Lions had to have picked Freeling here. They're getting so desperate with tackle. They're talking.
Yeah,
about
I was gonna say the
moving
Lions.
today
The Lions need
to
tackle.
left tackle.
They need tackle.
Kenyon Sadiq to the Jets. Can we? Can
Why
we?
would
Can
you do
we?
that? I'd go Omar Cooper there.
I wish I would
Well,
know.
I was talking
Or
about this
Levin.
with Charch earlier today that we thought Cooper would be a great pick for the Jets. They need that. They did get a pass catcher. In fairness, they got a pass catcher, which is what they needed. So
Wait, so can I go back to all the picks?
Maybe they're just going to convert him. To
Who,
wide
David
receiver.
Bailey? Oh,
Crazy first
David
step.
Bailey is
David
athletic
Bailey.
enough to play wide receiver, probably. If we're being
What are the
honest.
best picks?
Did-
The Caleb Downs,
Downs was the best pick. Yeah, Downs was the best pick.
Yeah.
Downs
Tommy-
is time.
Maybe
Frank
now we go.
Scott.
Now we go.
And Ian, I would love to. Where prior to this, where were you all on Sadiq? Was Sadiq someone that you all were like,
I
oh,
feel
excited
like
about, not feeling? Where we at? Where we at?
I feel like that overshadowed his college season with his phenomenal combine. Sadiq, when you really watch during the regular season, he's still the best tight end in the class, but he's really not the best blocker. But with the Jets case, they really don't need that. They're looking more towards the wide receiver part of him, which is his specialty. But I don't think he should be as high on draft boards as people think. He's still a good wide receiver and pass catcher.
tight end, but yeah,
Tight end, but
I know what you meant.
if you're looking for
He's
a
a good
pass
receiver.
catcher, I'd probably have gone Lemon They already have Mason Taylor. I don't really understand the pick. Yeah, that's just how
I would have
stand.
traded back if I were the Jets.
I'd be stunned if they don't use him with those like inline routes. Like that's the thing that you really need from a fantasy football perspective is a high yards per route run in line. If you're over 1.8, you're a good tight end for fantasy football. If you're not a good tight end. And so I think that's the thing I'm going to be tracking. But I go to the Zach Reed school of rookie tight end drafting, which you don't.
Yeah, not in the first round for sure.
Yeah.
So Zach's taking Max Clare at the 201.
Probably not that high because I don't think you have to, but I like Claire out of this group for sure. Yeah. But again,
I wanted Sadiq to be a Panther so bad. That made so much sense.
That does make sense. Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Sorry, Zach. Go ahead.
I feel like the Panthers are going to jump and take Thieneman, but
Wait, so who traded back again?
No one. We're
The
back in
Delane-
order again.
Delane-
We're back in order again.
For the
There's-
Delane pick.
Yes. Cleveland traded back to 9 and took Fano. And then Delane went at 6 to Kansas City, which made no sense to me, but sure.
So Zach, you mentioned 2 tiers of wide receivers. Where are we at with that right now? What is the NFL doing right and what are they doing wrong?
I mean, they're in the top tier of wide receivers right now, I think. Obviously there have only been 2 that have come off the board. And for me, it's kind of a so I like Omar Cooper. I had Omar Cooper as my one. I think he is
you're wide receiver 1 or top right now?
wide receiver 1
Wow.
and top right now.
Okay.
And so I had Cooper, Tate, Tyson, and Chris Bell as a tier, and then right below them, Mekhi Lemon. And so I it's hard for me to be upset with the way things are going right now. I think it's really early in a normal class to be taking Tate and Tyson, at 4 and 8. But in this class, whatever. So Justin Jefferson.
I love Blake Miller.
Bob's breaking news in the
You love
chat.
Blake Miller?
Let's
I was going to say, can you tell Bob is bored? 'Cause he's just-
They're here perpetuating fake news. Who's up to this?
I like Blake Miller.
You gotta, if you don't speak it into existence, it can't happen.
McCoy's available.
It's one of the side effects of that food.
You heard it
poisoning.
here first, though.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Jefferson on one side, AJ Brown
Careful
on
on
the
the-
other. We'll call
Careful
it
on
good.
McCoy. Ian.
Oh, we'll
Careful.
drop.
Ron
the AJ
McCoy's
Brown deal
available.
if,
He's hurt. Careful.
I don't know if I want McCoy or Thyman now.
You want Thieneman. McCoy is going to have another knee surgery. It sounds like is what they were saying.
What are you trying to say, Frank?
How come the Vikings don't have a need at quarterback?
Because they have Kyler Murray.
I would say Murray's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
He's
top 12
only
dynasty
half the
quarterback
man
Kyler
he
Murray
used
to
to
you,
be.
sir.
Top 7, Frank.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, he might be a top 31 quarterback, but
Who, Murray?
that's not what I said.
yeah.
No, I think Murray's very good.
I mean, he's
With how
like,
this is shaking out, what rookie pick would you trade for Kyler Murray? Straight up right now, Zach.
Yes.
ooh,
I would want Love. I think I'd rather have Love than Murray. But outside of that, I don't think you have to. But there's nobody in this draft that I would rather have than Murray outside of Love.
There you
I'll
go.
take Mendoza.
Come on.
I don't want Mendoza over Murray.
No time.
Right.
I
You
think
do.
that's-
I feel like
I think Mendoza's ceiling to me is probably QB 12.
I knew
14.
it. I knew it.
oh, you
I
just get
I
knew it.
figured it out about 30 seconds ago. I've been sitting here very quiet.
I'm sorry. I it spilled all over. I did the gasp and everything. I'm sorry. I'll chill.
Who invited Quasi back?
Ian said, "Who invited Quasi back?"
Oh.
Hey, Caleb Banks is good. Okay, I am a Gator fan. He's a good player.
Oh.
Can we have a
that
brief?
sounds like
I told you at the start of the show that my sources said we were looking at someone off the radar, potentially to fill the 1,300.
Caleb Banks is outside the dang
tackle
plane.
spots we missed.
Hey, look, Ian, until your team starts drafting rugby players, like, don't worry about it. Rugby and
have.
lacrosse.
We have.
I was gonna say, I think they have done that.
Yeah.
Do you forget what was the German guy that we drafted?
Oh, yeah.
Moritz
Mohringer.
Moritz.
Lobo.
The Munich Missile, baby. How could you forget?
Carolina just sprinted. I mean, the picks are
Carolina's taking Thieneman right here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ian's gonna watch his guy get taken one pick later again. Oh,
Can we forecast a moment and try to find a home for Makai Lemon? Because I do think that this is very shocking to what was commonly mocked.
I
How
mean,
about Duval?
Dallas
Mike?
trade Pickens.
let's just add another one.
what?
Whatever.
No.
Five
what-
wide.
Am I way out of line seeing the Eagles at 20 and thinking
Oh,
that
yeah.
if AJ Brown moves on,
That'd be awesome.
you know, on June 1st, that they just add Makai Lemon and go about their
Wow.
business?
Wow.
That makes too much sense, man. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Or he's gonna go to Cleveland and
I mean,
rot.
if that would be an Omar Cooper landing spot too. Like, I know, Frank, we talked about that earlier,
Yeah.
but I was like, man, Omar Cooper to the Eagles would be like chef's kiss, unless you're not an Eagles fan.
Whoever joins Devontae Smith, it does not matter to me. I think absent AJ Brown, Devontae Smith is
Oh yeah,
12 wide receiver. Like
Yeah.
you have to respect what he is, what he's proven over his career.
yep.
He's just been in like a pretty tough spot over the course of his NFL career. Like he was a wide receiver 2 coming in. He's elevated. He has really shown that he's worthy of 150 targets. He's going to get them this year.
Also, one of my favorite parody songs that I ever did. I did
That's
"Your
good.
Body Is Undersized" for
Yeah.
Devontae Smith. So
Slim Reaper.
yeah,
Ian is not handling this well.
Yeah.
Screw it. Take Peter Woods. Who's
Do you want to get back on the stream, Ian, or no?
The floor is yours, buddy.
just
Come
wanna
on.
throw
Tell
stuff.
us what we need to know.
He's
we doing?
spiraling right now.
yeah.
I have not seen him spiraling since the Vikings passed on Kyle Hamilton.
Well, see,
Yeah,
this is the problem though with scouting and knowing too much.
Yep.
Because now you know how poorly your GM did.
I just feel bad. They passed on Starks 2 years ago. Hamilton
Yeah.
the year
Ian.
before that.
Ian, come here.
I was
here.
on these streams with you, bud. I know. I get you. I got you.
You were. I was gonna say Ian
Yeah.
was all in on Malachi Starks.
Yeah.
He's so mad right. Ian is so mad right now.
This is all the generational wealth that you all built up being poured out. Generational wealth on Justin Jefferson,
Yeah.
and Rager going before him. This is all of that equity being squeezed right now.
Ugh.
But on the bright side, I think two things for Ian, young Ian. Just a quick bit of encouragement. One, Caleb Banks, when healthy, really talented
Unbelievable.
player, right? Really
Yes.
talented player.
Really talented.
That's first, and obviously in a defensive coordinator's name, I can't think of it, from Minnesota.
Flores.
In a Flores defense, he can be like that. Could be a really fun piece for them to use. There's that. The second piece of this, in the immortal words of Jalen Rose, Ian, happiness is a function of expectations, not joy, not joy, right? Happiness is a function of expectations.
The problem is
So-
Jalen Rose is also from Detroit, and this is a Minnesota pick.
I think those are really wise words, even though I'm just saying, I'm trying to
Man,
help.
if this is, it's
The
not
NFL
Thieneman at least.
The NFL draft
Man.
is teaching life lessons right now. I'm just saying. That's all.
Yeah.
Really, the Cowboys are going to build a super team with McCoy. The Cowboys draft is so good. McCoy.
McCoy's hurt. I'm
Now.
telling you, dude.
They
McCoy's
haven't
hurt.
even drafted McCoy yet.
They have.
What did the Cowboys? Oh, excuse me. What did the Eagles give up to Cowboys?
I was gonna
to get
say
this
it
thing?
sounds like the Cowboys and the Eagles just did a trade, which is the craziest part of this.
Cowboys
Yeah.
trade pick.
Pick is in.
To Eagles.
Yeah, the
Their
Eagles moved
rival.
up to
Oh,
20.
Philly receives 20. Dallas gets 23,
It's kind
Wait,
of
114, and 137.
Why did they move up? Are there Georgia?
There's a tackle.
Gotta be
They
Lemon.
traded
No,
AJ
it's got
Brown.
to be Lemon. Got to be Lemon.
Oh,
because
Lemon.
they
Wow.
have no faith in the Eagles' actual draft abilities since they took Rager. They want them to trade up for it,
Ian thinks
whoever they
it's
want.
Lemon to
Because they traded
replace.
AJ Brown.
They
Yeah.
did not trade AJ Brown. They will
Not
Yeah,
yet.
you're right. That-
June
that-
1st.
you're right.
Oh,
That's
the
not-
deal's done. Deal's already done. What are you talking about?
Yeah. It's,
Oh.
like I said, I think it's happening tonight. So
It's going to
Vrabel
be
doesn't have to
awesome
speak.
for the Patriots to land second in that division and first round exit. after
I
the
can't believe
AJ
the
Brown.
Cowboys and the Eagles just made a trade. This feels dirty.
Yeah,
It's a play. I mean, it's a smart play by the Cowboys.
Dallas is
No one has
hilarious.
ever said
Harrison
that.
Smith better be back now.
Well, it wasn't by
it
it wasn't
is
by Jerry
so
Jones.
crazy to me that the Patriots had the easiest schedule in over 30 years and the easiest
Oh my
playoff
God.
schedule in over 20 years.
Okay,
Just-
there's your 103, Tommy.
Just
love it.
give-
There it
Yep.
is. Ian called it. Ian called it right there.
There we go.
There will be
that just
some.
solidifies AJ Brown.
There will be
Patriots.
some who will argue. Yes, Bob. Yes, I think there will be some that will argue. Makai Lemon 102.
All
Yes,
those people
over
that
Mendoza.
hated Jalen Hurts, man, what a steal over the past few months in startups.
I mean, they just got Amon-Ra. That's who everyone's been comparing him to.
Beautiful. That's a chef's kiss right there.
Oh, I mean,
Tommy, you'll
Jalen
appreciate.
Rager 2.0.
I love Jalen Rager. This is
Don't
great.
you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you do it. Tommy, Frank, this is pertinent for you. I tried like crazy to trade Jalen Hurts for the 101,
Ugh, I
Mhm.
know.
and I kept getting rebuffed, kicked away because I really wanted I wanted to do that, but not that Lemon improves Hurts' value or anything, but I'm just really it's really interesting to see him land in Philadelphia. I did not.
It's signal
Wow.
to the environment. The
Wow,
environment
yes.
continues, you know?
Wow.
I hope I didn't scare Ringo away because he hasn't talked since I said that to him.
Ringo, come back.
Who's Ringo?
The guy who
Mark.
was
Yeah,
spoiling
Mark.
picks like 3 picks ahead.
Oh,
Well, that's exciting for the Patriots. That Makai Lemon pick. I'm
Oh yeah,
I'm
no,
still
it's AJ.
basking in that.
AJ's a Patriot.
Oh, that would have been awesome to the Chargers. I'm looking at the order now. That would have been pretty sweet.
That's crazy. Never mind.
What's that?
Lemon's a bit of a head case. Are we sure this is like the greatest fit for this team?
whoa! That is an aggressive stance to
Did
take
you
on a
see
guy
that
that we
stare
know
at the
very
presser?
little about.
He's a scary looking dude. I mean,
Hey,
Good question.
no one from USC has ever gone wrong when they entered the league, right?
yeah. Oh,
I
So
just
what do we
think he's a
have?
he's a
We've
very
got, like-
intense young man.
We've got like 4 or 5 picks that matter in our rookie drafts now. Is that how we're feeling consensus wise on this?
yeah. Are you counting Sadiq? because I'm
Yeah.
not.
I mean, tight end premium. I'm assuming tight end premium.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
doesn't matter to me.
I mean, I'm not drafting him, but it
Yeah.
matters now,
Yeah.
right?
Well, yeah. So right now we're
But we're
seven.
exactly where we started.
We're we're 7 players in.
Yeah.
Like so you've got Mendoza, you've got Love, probably not in that order. Love, Mendoza, and then you've got whatever you want with Tate, Tyson, Sadiq and Lemon, and obviously Simpson. So like you've gotten probably Simpson is the one that moves the needle in terms of
Yes.
what we didn't expect.
Yeah.
Because I think Sadiq was always going to be a first round tight end NFL wise. So, you know, however you navigate your drafts, I am not a believer in first round tight ends in rookie drafts.
Am I
But-
insane, or does Lemon have this like Ja Rule vibe to him, where he does like this little like shake and this pursed lips and the
So, you know what?
I met Ja Rule once. He did not purse his lips or shake when I met him.
You
Jay
know
might
what?
laugh, so I think he knows what I'm talking about. But
I know. I was joking. Like I legitimately did meet him once, but I was
go ahead,
You know,
Zach. I'm sorry.
It almost reminds me of Jefferson being Jets, like having that persona where you're like, okay, I've got to lock in because it's business time now, as opposed to when you can be you. And again, I don't know Mekhi Lemon from Adam, but that's what it feels like to me. Is he's doing the diva persona.
And that's a
Mhm.
real thing. Like the people who haven't been in competitive sports, some people have to have a true alternate persona to compete. I've been around people who they create that, they cultivate it. It is a part of them that they turn on.
It was hilarious to me meeting people that I played against after we were done playing and them going, "You're not that bad."
Totally.
Because at the point where I was playing competitive, whether it was basketball or whether it was baseball, like it's competitive and you are between those lines. You know, if we're playing basketball for those 40 minutes or for the 9 innings, like you're the enemy. And then when we're done, we're fine. Like it's good. Like you're just another person. But like, and especially football, where it is such. I mean, like it's the George Carlin joke where he talks about football and it's it's the gridiron and it's you're throwing bombs and it's all the war imagery. Like it's violent, it's physical, it's you have to kind of be someone else to be able to do that.
Yeah. Hey, J Mike, S Fresa 15 is saying in the chat, they heard someone compare Lemon to Jarvis Landry. Can you elaborate on that for me as someone who, I mean, I don't really know Lemon's game.
I want to be clear. Jarvis's film was incredible. Prospect, I'm a big fan of Jarvis. I also like. I guess I can see aspects of it in someone who is consistently able to garner and draw targets in the short to intermediate game. I see toughness across the middle. I see someone who has the ability to do more with the ball in their hand in those short to intermediate routes than many. I think where it diverges, at least to a degree, for me, Jarvis at the NFL level did not do a ton of things after I think his first couple of years down the field. They did so much with Jarvis short to intermediate and only left him there, and it bothered the crap out of me because his skill set said that he could do way more. I think what's interesting about Mekhi Lemon for me is Mekhi Lemon shows flashes of being able to do a lot of things awesome, but I think that people overinflate some of the things that I think that he's just good at. So, for example, run after catch. People applaud Mekhi Lemon for his run after catch ability, and I think that he is a dynamic player, but I think that his vision's limited after he catches the ball. Like, you'll see him full on run into linemen or run into defenders that he has tunnel vision with, and it bothers me quite a bit. I do think that he does show great toughness. I do think that he's outstanding when it comes to catching the ball in traffic. His hands are fantastic, and he even does a little bit of good work against the sideline, being able to do things that you don't think a slot predominant player can do. So there are lots of really positive things to Lemon, and I would like to think that the Eagles will leverage Devonta Smith for a lot of the deeper routes that they probably want to be able to do, which will allow Lemon to do a lot of the short to intermediate, and that's going to be a fun puzzle piece that they're able to leverage week in and week out. Of Lemon might be the one that sees more targets, but Devonta Smith is likely going to be the one that sees bigger chunk plays and things of that nature. So, yeah, I like how they fit together and work in concert.
I'm gonna jump in real quick. Max Ahenakor, I'm gonna take a stab at that one. Offensive tackle, going to the Steelers, passing it back to you, someone who knows these players in this NFL draft. Frank, good to have you back, buddy.
Yes, thank you. He's probably the last of a big tackle run, and great for the Steelers. Keep building the line.
Maybe they'll have a quarterback one day. How about that?
Can I sing Jarvis's praises for just a second? Go back. Like, I think people misunderstand Jarvis Landry. J Mike, you touched on it a little bit, but like, he was so limited by what the Dolphins could do with Tannehill. So like, Justin Jefferson averaged over 15.5 yards a catch in college in an offense with Odell Beckham. Like, he was more than a 6-yard down the field guy, but also Jarvis Landry could re-separate once he had the ball, which there are not very many players who can do that. And I don't believe that Mekhi Lemon is a player who can do that.
Not like that.
Jarvis could also catch anything.
Yeah. I mean, and one of Mekhi Lemon's weaknesses, I think, is against physicality and man coverage. And Jarvis would, like, he'd stick his nose in it. And if you could get hands on him, it didn't matter because he was going to plant, cut, and get away from you by 6 feet. And Lemon can do that, but he's not consistent with it. He gets sometimes sucked into contact. And again, it's not like, this is not Mekhi Lemon is bad. It's, man, Jarvis Landry is so underrated. Like, so underrated. And he was, even as a fantasy asset, like, you could get him in the second or third round and he would be a top 7 or 8 wide receiver in PPR.
He was one of the first wide receivers that made me realize they don't matter.
Yeah.
Get the right ones later, and you're fine.
By the way, we're at my favorite part of the draft where half the draft audience just left. Picked. Did you see the aerial shot where just everyone's flowing out and everyone else who's not a Pittsburgh fan is flowing in? That's great.
Chargers pick is in, Frank.
I know. I have no idea who this is going to be. Okay, fine.
I have no idea who that is. So
Mesidor.
not. I
Hakeem
mean, I
Mesidor.
can read, but
He is a defensive end. He played across from Bain. He's 25. He's old for a prospect, but good player. Very good player.
He's old.
Yeah, I know. I have to be careful how I say that, but for a rookie, 25 is old.
yeah.
J-Mac, how do we come to terms with that? I don't understand how I'm supposed to. I mean, edge rusher, whatever. It doesn't really matter for us in fantasy, but should I be discounting players who are in the NFL in college for 5-6 years?
Not anymore, because they're going to stay because of the money now.
That's an argument for sure. And they also tend to produce when they're 25 versus 18-year-olds a little bit easier. That's
I
the
think
narrative. That's the counter narrative, right?
Yeah, I think that always is going to be the question, especially in the landscape that we have now. And this feels like this group this year is kind of the last of the COVID hangover of medical. I mean, like COVID red shirts, medical red shirts, normal red shirts, right? So this is that group, but also I think one of the questions that people tend to ask, and I don't know that I really have the answer, but Akeem Mesidor coming in at 25, playing his absolute best ball, as you said, against 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds, right? Then the question also becomes, is there a ceiling to be had beyond what we've seen for Akeem Mesidor? And obviously what he showed at Miami is that he's really good right now and can likely play and give NFL snaps.
This is
right
a win now,
right?
This is a win now pick, not a project.
So even if his ceiling doesn't move far beyond where he is currently, he's likely super productive out the gate, and you're putting him opposite Khalil Mack and whatever else that they have on the edge in LA. It's fun to be able to see him get that opportunity because he is talented.
Am I wrong to not think it's necessarily bad for quarterbacks to get those extra years? Like, I know I want a junior to come out and to have all the stats in the world, to be a Trevor Lawrence type profile.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're not going to be Trevor Lawrence, if they're Tyler Shuck, that's not necessarily like a problem, is it? At the cost that we have to pay to get them.
Is Shuck the outlier or the mean, though? That's the question.
That's the real question, though. Like, where are we in this balance point?
It's certainly the outlier, but also the more games you play as a quarterback, the better you are, and the more we know about you. And also, quarterback doesn't matter age-wise. It doesn't matter to quarterback as much as it does to the other positions. So that we probably gain something with the NIL money and the quarterbacks who transfer or stay longer. That's probably better for us in fantasy and the NFL in terms of evaluate. Because the other part about that is quarterback is the hardest position to evaluate. So the more games you have to see a player, the better handle you have on them, the better handle they have on the game, the better off we're going to be.
Yes. I want to circle to a question in the chat for J. Mike and Zach. He says, who will take over as X if AJ leaves? Can Lemon play X, or would Devontae move over to X and Lemon's the Z at this point?
I mean, it probably I don't even think that you to me, you change the offense to do different things. I mean, if you're talking about going deep, that's probably Devontae Smith on double moves, but not a traditional X, like go down and post up.
Yeah.
And Mekhi Lemon probably
Tavian Wicks, maybe they traded for him.
Well, and that's probably what happens when they go three wide, three receivers, probably Lemon
do.
Probably Lemon pushes inside in the slot. I think he's probably more effective from that area, especially if they're facing zone coverages, and let the other guys work outside. I don't necessarily see Lemon as I don't think he's a consistent vertical separator. Mm-hmm. So he's not a player that I love getting out on the outside. But
yeah. The answer, Killers, is they traded, or they signed Hollywood. They traded for Wicks. Yeah. There's probably some hodgepodge of X.
They have guys who go downfield, but they don't have anybody who's going to go downfield and post up.
In terms of outside wide receivers, though, Smith is not only good, he's near elite at being on the outside. He can fill a lot of roles on the outside without being a traditional X.
Well, that's I think you're absolutely right on that. And I loved him coming out. I've loved him every year. And when Brown has been out, Devontae Smith has been incredible.
40% target share.
Yeah, and even when Brown is there, Devontae Smith is one of the players who can be a one from the wide receiver too, but he also is the rare receiver who can be a one as the one. which
Mhm.
is, most of the guys who are a 1 from a 2 don't have the ability to go be the 1. I mean, that was the kind of the idea with somebody like Golden Tate, who is great as the 2, but as soon as you try to make him the 1, it gets a little convoluted, not great. I think Devontae Smith has the ability to go out and be the primary target on a team. I think he will be. And that's fun because right now, I think the last few years, I think he's been perennially undervalued by the fantasy community.
It's a volume game, isn't it, J. Mike?
Sure,
Like he has
absolutely.
done everything a wide receiver 1 should do. It's just they're throwing 560 times.
Yeah.
And the absolutely valid. And the Eagles live in shotgun. So it's not like they're coming out in any kind of like tight eye or anything to where typically you'd expect maybe a larger receiver to come in and do a lot of lead blocking or setting edges or things of that nature. I think that they're gonna have a hard time getting Devonta Smith and Lemon off of the field in any kind of personnel that is requiring 2 receivers if they're wanting to maximize what they're looking to accomplish as an offense. Again, Hollywood's there, Dontavian Wicks is there, and I think there's one other person that people are mildly interested in. I can't remember who that last person is, but what they're going to be able to accomplish with Lemon and Smith as their top 2 options on the outside. I've loved Devonta Smith for a very long time now, so I'm excited to see him get back to this area of being the primary target getter. Now, I think the other question though becomes: Are the Eagles going to commit to being a team that is going to increase their pass volume? Because I think that in years past, that's been a thing that we've been consistently frustrated by, is their inability to consistently get their pass catchers the actual ball. And will Jalen Hurts be consistent enough in actually getting the ball out when they do call pass plays?
We need to leave more space for the evolution of quarterbacks. I think that Kyler Murray is somebody that's suffering from this right now. I think Jalen Hurts is someone who's suffering from this right now. As quarterbacks enter this phase of their career, they hit a plateau and they grow from it, or they fail, right? Like a lot of people are assuming failure or like a non-evolution of their game. That's just not how the NFL works.
It's frustrating to me to watch, and this is not even fantasy football, because I think that's what you're talking about, right? Is where we're seeing quarterbacks. It's frustrating for me to see the NFL take players like Hurts, take players like Lamar Jackson, and not let them grow as passers because they are so dynamic with their legs.
Yep.
Because I think both Hurts and Lamar Jackson are underrated as throwers, but they get underrated as throwers because they are so effective with their legs. And there comes a point where they are not going to be as effective with their legs. And if you don't allow them to grow as passers, which I think they're capable of, I mean, Lamar Jackson was so much fun in college. And he's one of my probably one of my biggest hits in terms of quarterback evaluation, because you could see him as a freshman where he was reliant on his legs and he would look at one receiver and then go. And that was cool because he was incredibly athletic. It was like watching the Bo Jackson Tecmo, like you couldn't tackle him, he's going to score. By the time he got done, by the time he declared for the draft, he was going through 1, 2, 3 progressions. He was attacking zone defenses, which he did not do early in his career. And his first instinct wasn't to take off. His first instinct was to go through that progression and then take off.
Yep.
And to me, if you have a quarterback who can do that, and who is like, he's a really good deep ball thrower. He's pretty accurate over the middle. He can create space to throw with his legs. And I think Hurts is a different obviously not as quick, not as sudden, but man, he's still mobile. He still can do that, almost what Roethlisberger did, where
Exactly. Thank
he
you.
can be big and move, but like because he's a running quarterback, we and also the old heads in the NFL see these guys as they're not passers, they're runners.
He reminds me so much of Roethlisberger. Hey, Frank, did I see that the Cowboys have another pass rusher named Lawrence?
Yes. This was another project, I think. He's good in the combine, but I think his tape's fairly inconsistent from what I've seen. Again,
Okay.
I don't watch tape, but this is what other people who are smarter than me are saying. So
Ian,
yes. Okay. Now we have a new topic to discuss.
Here we go.
Because KC Tony, as Zach would call him, just went to Cleveland.
good.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about him.
Sacrificing Concepcion.
That sucks. Yeah.
It's a good place for him. I know. I want him to succeed. That's not a great place to succeed.
No.
The good news is they're bad enough that they might scheme him 130 targets.
Todd Monken does coach a college offense, by the way. Let's just be honest. So
Well, he's coaching a college team here in Cleveland. So
yeah, right.
Good.
Except he has Shedeur Sanders throwing him the ball.
Yeah.
This has to be the death of Jerry Jeudy, though, right?
No.
He can't be relevant for fantasy anymore. Come on.
Well, again, Jerry Jeudy is to me, a receiver. Concepcion is a weapon, which is a different thing. And that's not to denigrate Concepcion, because I think some of the things he does are nice, but Jeudy is a get open. You're going to see more dynamism out of Concepcion for sure. But
there's the offense for Cleveland on the screen right now. That's not a bad squad. I wish the quarterback was different, but
that's why it's a bad squad.
Yeah. But Judkins, Concepcion, and Fannin is not a bad
group
of weapons.
And Jeudy. Not
Jeudy.
bad.
Yeah.
The thing with Fannin, I struggle with him because I was really in on Harold Fannin going into rookie drafts. I thought that we should be drafting running backs hot and heavy from essentially like the 206 into the fourth round. And the only exception was Harold Fannin Jr. And we were proven right. How much of a difference maker is Harold Fannin after 1 year of exposure, J. Mike? Because I think he's good, potentially very good. And the numbers but analytics stuff that I look at, it's supportive of that, but he's so unique that it's difficult to bucket him as a tight end. And he's definitely not a wide receiver. He's somewhere in between the two. And I don't see that a lot in the NFL today. How am I supposed to approach Harold Fannin, the dynasty asset?
I think one of the things that you hope for is that what we saw in Baltimore under Monken's offense in terms of how he would creatively leverage the likes of Isaiah Likely in the offense. And it wasn't really consistent, but it was in spots. And I think that as much fun as Likely is, I think Fannin might be a supercharged version of Likely. Yeah. And so I still maintain that Harold Fannin is the best pass catcher in Cleveland, right now, full stop. Mm-hmm. There's not unquestioned. What's going to be interesting is we have so many moving pieces from year one to year two.
Yep.
We think we know who quarterback is, but there was a hodgepodge of 3 different quarterbacks, and Deshaun Watson's around and still on the roster. Jerry Jeudy acquitted himself halfway decently at times last season. We've got KC Concepcion coming in, and people love KC Concepcion. He's absolutely the hotness that people enjoy. And we have no idea what Monken really wants to establish as his offense without Harbaugh influence in Cleveland. So I think that we bet on the talent that Fannin showed this past season. I just have such little confidence to be able to tell you, you know what, Tommy, run it up. Like we're doing it. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Like I don't have any confidence in saying that. But what he showed last season and what we know as a blueprint for Monken, like that should be something that is fantasy goodness all over the place.
It's tough when you have to push your chips in, though, isn't it, Zach? Like, you have to push your chips in. Is Fannin a differentiator at the position? Because there can only be 3 at most in any given year if we're to look back historically.
I don't know that he's a differentiator in that sense, but for a 3rd round pick last year, you're incredibly happy with a top 5 tight end or top 6, whatever. Like, so, and he may have years where he is a difference maker. I don't think he is. So Bowers or McBride, like those guys are going to be perennially a difference maker. I'm not sure Fannin is the perennial difference maker, but he's darn close, and he's going to have years where he is. He was my tight end 1 last year. He would be easily the tight end 1 this year. There are at least 3, might have been 4. I have to go back and look, but at least 3 tight ends last year that I had graded over everybody in this class. And so to get that level of player in the 3rd round of your rookie draft, sometimes the 4th, depending on, your leagues, you got to be really happy about that.
What I wonder, though, Frank, is like, is this a emerging trend? Is this a sign of things to come? Are there future Harold Fannins who like don't fit the profile quite right in college, where maybe I don't invest in this Harold Fannin, I invest in like the next one?
It's hard because Fannin was like Bowling Green and had just a stupid target share and was literally the offense. So it's hard, and I'm currently in Bears mode because Goodell's walking up. But I struggle with. I do think Fannin walked so Sadiq could run, and I know Zach is saying Fannin was over Sadiq, but I don't think that would have been the case a year ago.
I do not think that there is any like Sadiq is not even close to my tight end 1 in this class. He's
Ian's
very happy. Don't rub
out.
that in. Don't rub
Ian's
that in
gonna
Ian's
flip
face.
out.
Yeah, don't do that. But like to me, like Sadiq is a trap, and Fannin was so easily identifiable as a good tight end. It's the opposite. So like Fannin, you look at his measurables at the combine, and you're like, okay, he's fine. But like, holy cow, look at the production. Sadiq, you're like, holy cow, look at this combine. That's why we're excited.
Mm-hmm.
His production was not commensurate with the measurables. I know that people get excited about athletic tight ends because there's that threshold that you need to be above a 7 RAS to be a top tier tight end.
Yeah.
That it does not, it's not, it doesn't scale. So like being a 9.98 RAS doesn't mean you're going to be a top 1% tight end. It just means you cleared that athletic measurable that you need to be a good tight end. Mm-hmm. So like being athletic doesn't make you a good football player, but you can be a better football player if you are athletic, as long as you're already a better football player, if that makes sense.
Frank, walk us through this pick, because you're a Bears fan, right?
I am. This is a very, so for the chat who's not watching the draft, is Dylan Tieneman. This is a DA guy. This is a Dennis Allen guy. He can play in the box. He can be a linebacker. Kobe Bryant's going to be our new safety on one side. This is going to be our new safety on the other. Love this pick. I think he fell farther than most thought, and this is a Dennis Allen dude right here, guy who's not afraid to hit people. So
those are nice sunglasses.
Yes, and they're comparing him to Harrison Smith. I'll take it. Thank you. So, yeah, I'm good. I'm happy.
So we're at pick 26, Zach. Walk me through. I mean, we've got a few picks left in this first round.
Yep.
Who is out there from a fantasy perspective that we should be keeping our eyes on if they get first round draft capital?
I still think Omar Cooper.
Omar Cooper to Buffalo is going to break some things if that happens.
I hope he ends up in San Francisco.
No. Why are you
Yeah.
sacrificing Ricky Pearsall like that?
Because I think Ricky Pearsall is half the wide receiver that that Omar Cooper is.
Then
But-
take it easy on him.
No, I think that's probably where we're at. I would have to look and see who's still around, but I think it's mostly Cooper. I mean, people are going to get excited about like players like Jadarian Price
Yep.
or Mike Washington, but I don't think you're going to see another first round running back.
Frank, do you agree? Are we going to get a first round running back?
If not first round, it's going to be like Seattle moves 2 picks back and
you think
does
it's
it tomorrow.
so actually we might that's going to be the Mike Washington probably.
Apparently Seattle likes Jadarian Price quite a bit.
Well, I mean that tracks too because it's another guy who is not a pass catcher who runs real fast in a straight line. Like,
Love it.
So I mean that's kind of their jam, and then they'll
Houston just traded up 2 spots. To me, this is going to be a tackle. There's
Yes.
one big tackle left on the board, and holy cow, do they need one? This is going to be Fano or who got picked, Lomo or Fano? There's two Samoans from Utah, and I need to.
Fano got picked, I think.
Fano got picked, so this is going to be Lomu then.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I think CJ Stroud is one of the most undervalued players in super flex leagues right now. Like,
If
I
this
get
is a
that he
tackle,
has
yeah.
flaws.
Well, because
I-
he's not valued because you saw him fail in an island game, and that's what we do. The last thing you saw is, and look, we pushed him up as a community. We pushed him up way too far.
too high.
He had a really good rookie year, but it was like QB 10, and we were like, oh, he's the QB 1. Like, he just had an insane touchdown rate. He had an insane completion rate, and he was QB 10. Like, make him top 10, cool. But 1 seems a little, or 3, whatever you got pushed up to. And I think we do that so often, and then the way to capitalize is on that fall, you scoop him up, and then all of a sudden you have a functional quarterback that you got for less than what he was worth because everybody thought that he was worth more than what reality was.
The outlier to this is Drake May, though. I think he is one of the very few players early in his career that is worth and worthy of being in this upper echelon. There's Josh Allen, God status right now in fantasy football, and especially Dynasty. Drake May belongs in the next tier conversation. You can have the ordering however you want it, but Drake May has done the things that we need to see as Dynasty managers to be in that second tier.
The big difference between May and like some of the other quarterbacks that we've pushed up,
Stroud, Daniels, etc.
So like Stroud, we pushed up. Oh shoot, there was this was a Wentz. Like we pushed up Wentz. The difference between May and those guys is they were doing it almost exclusively with their arm.
Mm-hmm.
May does it with his arm, but he's also adding 40, 50 yards a game. It's a little bit, and they're not comparable as quarterbacks, but it's a little bit like watching Mahomes, where Mahomes was an incredible passer, and so he got so much hype as a passer. But man, and Burrow did the same thing, where he'd add 30, 40 yards, and not. He's not a runner. It's not Lamar Jackson. It's not Josh Allen. It's not Hurts. But they're adding enough with their legs that is that's where the floor is, and then their passing gives them the ceiling.
Yep.
And so
they
to
can
me,
do
it's
more.
yeah,
right?
it's just a different type of quarterback, May to Stroud. And so like I'm a lot more, I mean, it was the Jaden Daniels. Like I'm a lot more inclined to push up Jaden Daniels and May and whoever the Josh Allen once he started being a passer. Like I'm a lot more inclined to push up the guys who can run and also pass, or can pass and also run, than I am a one-dimensional.
Yeah. If you can't get into May, the answer right now in Dynasty is Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
The player who did it,
Yeah.
4 years before May, right?
Yep.
I think that those types of profiles where I think you nailed it, Zach, where they can do more on either side. Drake May can run for more yards. He could run for 1,000 yards if he wanted to. If that was a priority of the New England Patriots, he could run for 1,000 yards. He could also pass for 5,000 yards if that was the way that they built the offense. If he hit like the 10% outcome, he could hit 5,000 yards. He could hit 40 touchdowns.
And he's such a good deep ball thrower. And
so good at that.
And
so is Stroud, though.
Yes. Oh, sure. Absolutely. But it frustrates me a little bit with May because he's such a good deep ball thrower, but he's also fearless.
Yep.
He'll stand in and that, whoever the blitzing defender is will bear down on him, and
It's
he'll he'll take that shot, and it's like, oh, you don't have to do that. Just throw that one away and hit the next one.
Yep.
But,
All right, let's do some cleanup because there's some chat questions and picks. So the Texans. So Steve, to answer your question, Miami traded with San Francisco. Houston traded with Buffalo. So Houston moved up to 26. Buffalo's at 28. Miami is now picking at 27.
Is this the Omar Cooper?
God, I
This
hope
is
not.
no, it's Miami now. Oh, maybe.
I know.
Yeah. Charlene, what do you think the Broncos do tomorrow? Eli Stowers. How about them apples?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the Texans took
the better tight end, right?
Some people are, yeah.
Yeah.
And the Texans took Keelan Rutledge, who's the second best guard in this class. It's a lineman. Let's do it. Good for them.
Love it.
Apparently, according to Mike Renner, I'll read his description since I don't know Keelan Rutledge. Rutledge fits exactly what the Texans offense morphed into down the stretch last season. He's a hard-nosed guard who you'll never have to worry about playing through the whistle. He's a people mover at the point of attack and physical and pass protection. The Texans get a building block to protect C.J. Stroud. A- grade. Done.
That's what you need
Love
in that
it.
division, too.
Yep.
A lot
do
of
it.
interior pressure.
6'4", 316. Big boy. All right, here comes Dolphins.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Chris Johnson.
Nope. Yeah.
Not that one.
Different
Different
one.
one. Bills are on the
CJ
clock
2K26.
Yes. Buffalo
So-
Bills. Oh, man. This stream is going to go berserk if Cooper goes to Buffalo right now.
I don't
Honestly,
I don't think I love that much though.
I do.
28 through 31. Like, I know good teams back in the draft, like not breaking any news, Tommy, but like a lot of stakes here, right? These next few picks mean a lot. Running back, wide receiver, like if we get any sort of skill position player here, like that's going to shake up rookie drafts.
But it is, but also first 2-round capital, and for running back, even 3 and
Into the third.
potentially 4.
Yeah,
like
into the fourth.
yeah, like but so it's funny because it does shake up drafts. It does shake up the way, but it probably shouldn't as much as it does.
The thing that shook up rookie drafts is the Rams taking Simpson when they did, because the Cardinals aren't trading back into the first now to get Simpson.
Yeah.
And that messed up a lot of things
The
tonight.
problem is, if we think about this draft, like we were wide receiver heavy coming in, right? And if you get past the top 10 or 15 wide receivers, we're looking at, the top 10 or 15 picks, we're looking at like 50-50 bets, essentially.
We have to
That's
pause
fair.
because we have 2 Patriots fans in this stream. They
Let's
just
go.
traded up.
Ah.
Right in front of the Chiefs, too.
Right in front of the Chiefs.
I'm curious.
Offensive, do they need a lineman? Because Lomu's
They-
still there.
They always need a lineman.
Always. Everyone always does.
All right. They traded up to trade away, right? To the Eagles.
Looks like Vrabel's doing a presser tonight.
Oh, buddy.
Didn't he do one at like 7?
Oh, did he?
Already?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I think
I
he
just
did.
saw one of the beat writers say like he had to do a presser tonight if they picked tonight.
No, I think he did one tonight and said he was going to
Counseling.
yeah. So
Yeah, but that was before the second round of pictures and everything today.
I don't know. I thought he did one at like 7 tonight.
Okay, then I missed it.
I have not seen any pick. Yeah, there's a lineman. So
Caleb Lomu, love it. Great pick. You have a big Samoa, or he's not Samoan. The other guy was. Big boy. Love it.
nice.
So, again, I don't know anything about the draft. It's supposed to be tackles, guard, edge, defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Pretty heavy
DB,
here.
DB is big too.
DB.
Colton Hood's still there. Avion Terrell's still there. This will probably be a corner for Kate. Oh, they just took Delane, so maybe not.
J Mike, welcome back, buddy.
Yeah. You know what? That is exactly what you guys just did. You just stole Lomu from KC. That
Yes.
was the trade. Because
I'll
looking at
take
their
it.
needs, it was corner and offensive tackle were their top 2 needs. You just
Yep.
stole Lomu.
I'll take it.
Buffalo's just stacking like 5th round picks right now.
Anytime we can steal something from Kansas City is a good.
Yep. That's great
Pick is in.
for KC. Yeah.
Yep.
So Lomu, so Campbell's your left, unless you kick him over.
I probably would, but I don't know. He struggled so hard in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And granted, they faced like murderer's row of defenses back to back to back, but like you just still your left tackle is gotta block somebody.
This is a very serious.
It's a very
Final
small
four here.
very small turnstile.
Yeah. I don't see who trades out. I guess Seattle might, but for what?
I mean, yeah.
Because I don't even know who's left. I've lost track.
Smarter people than me say Denzel Boston should be in the mix here too.
Yeah.
I don't believe that, but
So Terrell is still left. Peter Woods is still left. McNeil Warren, who's a safety, is still left. D'Angelo Pons, who some people love D'Angelo Pons, is still left. Caden McDonald, who's like Dexter Lawrence 2.0, is left.
Who doesn't need that?
you dropped Jeremy Bernard, number 1 overall, still left.
Jeremy Bernard.
Yes. Jeremy Bernard's going to make someone very happy tomorrow.
He's solid. Like he just like I don't think he's spectacular in like anything, but he does everything, which is fun.
The thing I'm concerned about is Chris Jones is getting so old with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Like,
This could be Peter Woods to replace him over time.
at what point do they reinvest there, you know?
Yeah, this could be him. Because Peter Woods is kind of the same guy.
And,
Trying to find Jeremy's landing spot tomorrow. So the first team that needs a wide receiver, I mean, technically the Jets at 33, but they just took Sadiq. Vegas. J-Mike, would you be happy with Vegas for your boy?
Respectfully, like
So no.
no. I'm going the other direction. Like I just think that you put him wherever, and I think that he can be successful because of his skill set. I'm not. That's not to say like he's world beater, taking people's jobs left and right or anything of that nature. But I
You
just
said
think
he's
that
the next JSN, right? And
He's not good enough for them. He's not good enough for Oakland. That's what I heard.
Yeah, right.
You know what? Y'all got it. Y'all got it. The world is yours. No, I just think he's good enough to produce wherever. I think the main thing right now that has me a little bit nervous is, and not necessarily that I saw him as a first round talent per se, and I have an exercise I'd like to do with you all here shortly. But Omar Cooper not going yet, it doesn't feel great. For as happy as he made both Zach and I watching on film, it doesn't feel good to not see him go in the first round to this point.
That's fair. But
He was mocked to the Jets for a while. Maybe he's 33 tomorrow. Maybe he's the first pick.
Pick is in.
I'm still sitting there looking at San Francisco.
Boy, you want to see us run through some walls?
Yeah.
You want to shoot? He goes to San Francisco.
Speaking of which, the New York Jets just traded up with San Francisco.
Oh,
here goes Omar Cooper. J. Mike, there's your wish.
JEST. Jest.
Oh, you're gonna get your wish right about now. Here goes Omar Cooper.
That's exactly what he was hoping for.
Okay, let's see who the Chiefs pick first. Maybe this is Omar Cooper. Who knows?
No,
be awesome.
See, now I'm following along online, and I got it quicker.
We'll stop doing that.
Well, no. It's a website. It's not.
Oh.
I don't have Twitter. So
All right, there's Peter Woods. All right, that's fine. That's Chris Jones, heir apparent.
Great.
Moving on.
Love it.
Can we do a quick exercise?
Yes.
Just for funsies.
Yeah.
Just for funsies. All right.
What's up, Bob?
I thought it was an exercise.
Yes.
I was doing some jumping jacks.
What were those aerobics called? Like the things that they do seated? Like what were those called? The little
Chair
shows
aerobics?
I don't know. I'm gonna find it here shortly.
I always that's what we did as pitchers. We do seated like calisthenics. Like, okay, touch your leg. Be like, all right, now we're gonna go out and shag some fly balls.
It just takes me back to like elderly people at the YMCA, like seated
Richard
and doing
Simmons.
like just the. Anyway, I don't know. All right, quick exercise. Currently, in the 2026 NFL Draft, we have seen 8 fantasy football affected players go to this point through 29 picks. I just want to go year by year over the last 5 years. And I want you all to tell me, did this draft class have more or less fantasy relevant players go than 8 in 2026?
I don't remember the classes.
Okay. Well, I'll give you a couple of the names to help jog your memory a bit. Okay.
Let's do this.
All right. 2025. 2025, last season, we had the likes of Cam Ward going up top, Ashton Genty, Teteroa McMillan. That's all I'll give you. Did 2025 have more or less than 8?
More.
Less.
Zach says more. Bob goes less. Frank goes less. Tommy goes less. The correct answer is 9. They had 9. So quarterbacks: Cam Ward, Jackson Dart.
Oh, I forgot about
Running
the quarterbacks.
Ashton
Emeka Egbuka.
Genty, Omarion Hampton, Teteroa McMillan, Emeka Egbuka, Matthew Golden.
God dang it. He
He
doesn't count.
And tight ends Colston Loveland, Tyler Warren. Okay,
Yeah.
on to 2024. 2024, we had the likes of Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Marvin Harrison Jr., even Brock Bowers. Did that class have more or less than 8 first-round fantasy relevant
Well,
players?
there was. I'm gonna say more because there was
Less.
5 QBs, right?
I'll even give you a hint. No running backs in the first round.
Yeah, but
There's
there were
5
less.
QBs though.
I don't
6
know wide
QBs.
receivers and good on a lot of quarterbacks. Yeah. Yes, more.
Okay,
I'm gonna go
I'll
less.
give you the answer right after this pick.
Because it was like, I feel like Flowers was a 1. JSN was a 1. Addison.
There it
was a 1.
is, J Mike.
Oh, mother effer.
Hang on, J Mike. I put something on the soundboard for you. Hang on.
Yeah,
I will say, Garrett Wilson,
death
Omar
sentence.
Cooper Jr. is
That's a pretty
it's
nice.
fun,
Yeah.
right? It's fun. We'll see what else happens up there.
Okay, so Mason Taylor's really dead, by the way. He's
Dead.
dead.
I traded him yesterday.
It was a good
Good
run.
for you.
Good run for Sadiq, too.
Ugh.
Yes, preach.
Aye.
But for what it's worth, 2024 had more than 9. We had
Yeah.
6
Right.
quarterbacks go in the first round. If you remember, that includes JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
It also includes receivers like Ricky Pearsall and Xavier.
I think you
Leggett.
said fantasy relevant players.
No. Yeah.
All right, I'll stop my game because we do have fun to talk with Omar Cooper if we want to go there. But
He's a Jet. Who needs to talk about him?
Zach, tell me why it's
Never
gonna be
Jets.
okay.
hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah. Tell you what.
Tell me why it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Back to you.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like fantasy wise, again, you're on a team that has to throw the ball a ton.
Gino, Steve.
Huh?
It's Gino. Steve asked who the QB is.
Yeah.
It's Gino.
Yeah. I mean, they're gonna throw the ball a ton. And
J Mike, is this better for Garrett Wilson or Cooper?
Better.
Yeah.
Better.
Got a chance that Garrett Wilson gets traded. Yeah, that's great.
Oh,
he's not getting
I
traded.
don't know.
Oh, but you remember how we wanted Garrett Wilson on the Raiders like 2 years ago? Let's do that now.
I don't remember that.
I did. Yeah.
Like Garrett Wilson is probably the single most misunderstood receiver in fantasy. Like even more than Devontae Smith. Like go
Wait,
look at
The Titans just traded back in.
oh no.
They're gonna take another receiver.
If they
Denzel
take
Walker.
Jadarian Price, I quit. I'm leaving the stream. I'm done. I'm done for the night because this is.
Who did
The
they?
I mean,
Feds has it right. The
there's only
Bills
one
hate this
pick
draft
after, right?
class.
Huh?
I said the Feds has this right. The Bills hate this draft class.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody hates this draft. Like that was the kind of dirty little secret is there were 10 or 11 first round grades in this draft class, but there are 32 first round picks. Not great, Bob.
Yeah. I think this is good for Garrett Wilson, though. The level of competency was tragic around him. And to have another receiver who can command any sort of attention
Yeah.
in the like pregame scheming is
What changed with the competency though? The coaching staff is still the same, right?
I don't care about that. I really don't. I think that we lean on situation too much.
I guess Reich is the OC now,
The-
right? They
the-
fired their OC.
This is literally the best quarterback that Garrett Wilson has ever had.
Sure. And it's
She's
just
like
like you
literally-
reach a bar of like okay enough. It's not good. It's okay enough, right?
But
Yeah.
The thing that Garrett Wilson was really good at in previous years was getting open. And what he has done since is evolved into a player who is great with the ball in his hands as well.
Yeah.
And so if we can draw coverage at all away from Garrett Wilson, I'm actually like kind of intrigued at cost if this drags his ADP down at all or keeps it the same. I'm buying
like,
Garrett Wilson.
but like his ADP, and I know that like the production has been not quite what we'd hoped,
Totally.
but man, 147 targets, 168 targets, 154 targets, and last year he averaged 9 a game
Before
Like-
he died of injury.
or 10 a game, almost yeah,
Before he died of
or 9 a
injury.
game. So like, like I think people fundamentally misunderstand how good Garrett Wilson is and how bad his quarterbacks have been.
He was a top 6 wide receiver in fantasy football last year. He just didn't play enough.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's rolled up. I mean, obviously last year he was injured, but his first 3 years he was over 1,000 yards all 3 years, and just like the catch percentage is just barely over 50 because his quarterbacks were absolutely terrible. Like even when Rodgers was there, I can't tell you how many, because I'm in the Northeast, so I get a lot of CBS Jets games, which is awesome. And I can't tell you how many times Garrett Wilson would turn a cornerback completely around, tie him in knots, be wide open, and Aaron Rodgers would throw it 12 yards over the wrong shoulder behind him. And it's just like,
Frank, did we get saved from another wide receiver pick with
Yes,
the,
Keldrick
Titans?
Falk, who I didn't even realize was still on the board. This is a great pick by the Titans.
I hate that.
He's an complete athlete. He's going to take some work, but in Salah's defense, he's going to be a stud. He's going to be a stand-up edge in his defense. So, great pick. I didn't realize he was still there. That's crazy that he got all the way to 31. So, great pick by the Titans. So, the Titans added Tate and Falk. Fantastic first round.
not something you hear very often about the Jets.
We're at the final pick, aren't we, boys?
Seattle.
It's a good day to be in New Jersey, huh? The Giants and the Jets doing some things.
Mm-hmm. The Jets had, 3 picks, and the Giants had 2? That's crazy.
J. Mike,
Tennessee had 2 picks. Yeah.
Say it
Who you
again.
taking here, buddy?
If I'm Seattle, I think people want them to take a running back, and I don't want that here. That doesn't seem great.
I was saying while you were gone, they like Jadarian Price a whole lot, apparently.
I mean that's cool, but like, why? I mean, and let me rephrase. I'm sorry, because
I like ice
film grade
cream.
wise, film grade wise, he did grade out as my number 2 running back. But I guess just generally speaking, I feel like there are so many good players that could help their team like now for this whole repeat piece. And
There's a bunch of corners left. There's a safety left. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and they didn't just let Reek Woolen walk?
Yeah.
But
Quentin Hood's still there. Who's
Jadarian Price last year, J. Mike, career high in receptions. I mean, the man is up and coming. 6, man. You have to use a second hand to count them.
You are such a hater sometimes. It's crazy.
I like fantasy points.
I know you do.
Fantasy points in PPR come from receptions.
I know.
I mean, if they really want to repeat here, they just take Jeremy Bernard.
Ooh.
If they want to repeat and winning a Super Bowl, take Jeremy Bernard.
Wow.
What a wild wide receiver core that would be.
JSN, Jeremy Bernard. JSN does everything, and Jeremy Bernard does everything that JSN does, not as good.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, it's amazing.
It's funny though, because this is a down class. Obviously, like we've talked about that a ton. We'll probably
apparently not, because the first round has 10 people in it.
Frank, there's still 32 picks in the first round. You have to take somebody.
I understand that.
Not all first round picks are created equal. But now I'm off my train of thought.
Sorry.
No, it's good. I'll come back to me. I'll have it. But
while Zach gets his thing back, Ray GQ did an interesting experiment today where he went back and looked at the first 2026 mock, like after the draft last year, and showed how things changed. There was like 4 picks that were like in even remotely the right spot. So before we all go screaming that the 2027 draft is going to be like the greatest thing in the history of the planet, like let's just pump the brakes a second.
Now I have two things. So the first one was, this class was down. We talked about JSN. People were coming off JSN before that draft. Like people were like, we're sick of talking about JSN. He's not that good. He's just a slot. Like we ran that gambit. I think it's sometimes tricky not to get like overdone because we're doing too much analysis. Now, when we're talking about the 27 class, and I think that the big issue when we talk about classes and whether they're good or bad is people get so caught up in the nitty gritty. They look at the names that are in the classes and whether or not they think those players are good. And then people are like, well, what happens if this guy doesn't come out or that guy doesn't come out? Or you got to step back and you got to look at what a class looks like in the whole. Next year's class looks like there are going to be at least 3 or 4 quarterbacks come out that are like viable quarterbacks. Okay, that's good.
The point of that experiment, though, is you could say that about this class.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah,
no, you couldn't.
Arch and Lenore Sellers were mocked in this draft a year ago.
I will go give you the link to a Dynasty Dummies episode where we talked about this class being terrible 2 years ago. 2 years ago. You couldn't do like that's the frustrating thing. There's so much revisionist history and there's no accountability. I just read a really great article about how the fantasy community valued classes, but it was wrong.
Yeah.
And like 2019 was down. 2022 was down. This class is down. They're very easily identifiable. 2017 was up. 2023 was up. Like they're very easily identifiable.
Zach, the players that gained the most value going back to 2004 was the 2017 class. Not because wide receivers were good, but because
running
second
backs.
and third round
Zach,
running
I also
backs.
have to pause you because Jadarian Price just went to the Seahawks.
Holy cow.
Nice.
It happened.
There you go.
I mean that fits with what I mean. I think he's not quite Ken Walker, but like it's a pretty similar type
Ken
of
Walker adjacent.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So we added another first rounder in dynasty drafts for
That's
sure.
amazing. At the top of the first round.
So now I get my
middle
money
picks.
back from DraftKings because I said over and it's a push now.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Zach. Please continue.
I don't remember. I don't remember where I was.
Previous drafts, retroactive history, not always right.
And you said the 27 class. Yeah, but the 27 class was incredible because you had five running backs that were like Christian McCaffrey is the second best running back I've ever graded. And then if you go down through, you had McCaffrey, you had Fournette. I didn't like Ronald Jones, but that's
Aaron
beside
Jones.
the point. But you had this incredible class where it wasn't just it wasn't just CMC and it wasn't just the top end, but then you had Kamara, you had Kareem Hunt, who actually led the league in rushing as a rookie. You had all of these players, and I think that's what I'm trying to say is it's not just the names, it's looking at a class and being like, holy cow, there are 4 quarterbacks and 5 receivers and 5 running backs that we're looking at right now. Will they all get there at the end? No, those names won't be there, but there'll be somebody that pops up that we didn't expect, and so I think we get so caught up in looking at the micro when we're far out, and you can't do that because you can't predict who's going to be relevant in 3 years or 2 years. You can't do it, but you can look and say, wow, there are, this class goes 12 deep right now. And so the chances of you losing 6 players out of a class is very slim. You're going to lose 1 or 2 in every class, but you're also going to gain 1 or 2. And so if you're looking at it in the aggregate, rather than looking, at the specific names, I think you get a much better idea of what the class is. And I think also we tend to, and I know we ended the draft, so like I can shut up, but like
company time at this point.
Yeah, that's all good. I'm on the board. Like I think we get so like in the weeds about the specific players and not stepping back and looking at classes at a whole, because we're terrible at predicting who's going to be there, but we're really good at predicting what's going to be there.
Okay, so you and I are saying the same thing, I think, because my point with this class and the class next year is we could very well be down to 2 QBs next year, right? It could be Arch and Dante, and that's all we got.
Sure, but
Because
there's going to be
Sayan
somebody
could go
else who
back, and
pops up.
Sellers could suck again. He had a terrible year this year, and he could do it again. And like I was just looking back at the Ray GQ episode just now, like Lenore Sellers was his 1 overall. That stuff changes. It just does. So I think we agree on that part, which is it's impossible to project 2027.
The players.
Yes, the players.
But it's really easy to say that's a good class.
Yes, that's fair.
And that's what I'm saying. And like I've gone around a little bit with a lot of different people when I say so. My strategy in Dynasty is to identify a class 2 years out that I think is really good.
Yes.
And J Mike.
And by the way, I'm not saying next year's class isn't going to be good. I'm just saying let's wait to call it the God class for
I didn't
5
call
seconds.
it the God class, but
No, I'm not saying you are.
That's another. Again, that's another. We're trying to sell clicks or whatever,
Yeah.
and that's not what we're. I'm trying to win your fantasy league. I'm
Yeah.
trying to win my fantasy league, and I'm giving you the advice that I use to win my fantasy league. So hopefully that helps you. Like that's what I like. I literally, if I'm talking about it on a stream, that's what I do. And so to like to be able to identify a class as like the best class ever, I don't think you can do that. But I think you can say this is a good class, this is a bad class, this is an average class. An average class has 7 players who end up with a top 24 season.
Yes.
That's average.
Yeah.
So a bad class is worse than that. A good class is better than that. I think the most is like 14 or 15, which is pretty impressive. That
You
was like
said 7 with a
2017.
top 24 season?
Yes. Yeah. This is Peter Howard. Like,
I wonder if I can get there. Right. Give me 24 hours. If I come back tomorrow, I bet I can get there on 7 players in this class with top 24.
I think you will underestimate how hard it is to be a top 24.
Probably.
Like, so like serious, like, but that's what we're talking about when we're talking about identifying a class. And
Yeah.
the way I attack classes is identify 2 years out,
Yep.
a class that I think is going to be good and trade into it as much as I can.
Yeah.
You know, I'll trade a player who is worth a first and a player who's worth a high second and get a second in the next class and a first in the class that I want to get into.
Yes.
And that's kind of how I operate with rookie pick. And it like, and I give J Mike credit. Like J Mike has made an art of that. He's a much better trader than I am.
Yeah.
And so like you look at his teams and you look at the classes that he identifies and you look at like how he attacks those. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
But if you get into a bad class, it's okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I completely derailed the stream. I didn't mean to go down that rabbit
No,
hole.
you're good. I think it's legit. I mean,
Yeah.
it's fun, and especially because we're fantasy focused. Like that's important. Like that's but
Well, should we wrap this way? Should we say Love, Mendoza are 1-2. So rank your next three.
I still maintain that that's a false.
Yeah.
That's a false pretense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Love is
don't.
one.
I don't dislike it. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. I just don't know that that's the default that we should be going. But I hear you. And I get it.
Okay. So rank your top three then. Love included.
Mendoza,
run with you.
Tyson, Lemon.
Say it one more time, Zach. Sorry.
I said I think Mendoza, Tyson. I mean, Love, Tyson, Lemon.
Tyson's a Saint and Lemon's an Eagle.
Yeah.
Tyson with Kellen Moore.
Sounds like a meal. Zach.
Is
That sounds like a
box
meal.
office.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's where I'm at, and then probably Cooper and Mendoza. There's a conversation. I still.
By the
think
way, we're all
Cooper-
under the assumption, just real quick, that AJ Brown's gone. For this
Sure.
sake of this ranking.
Yep.
Let's just do that. Okay. Man. So tight. I want to put Tate in the top three so bad because I think he's talented, but I don't think I can do it.
But I think he's talented, but I'm not sure that what he's talented at is going to drive the
that's the
numbers for
problem.
fantasy that we want.
But you don't think Dable can figure that out? It's Dable. I understand, but Dable can fix a lot of things. Fix Josh Allen, for God's sakes.
I mean, okay.
It was the most tepid, tacit. That's
I mean, like,
I want to chew on the Mendoza piece of this for a bit because I like Fernando Mendoza a lot. I really like Jordan Tyson in New Orleans, like a really gross amount. Love Tyson Mendoza, love Tyson Tate. Love Tyson Mendoza, love Tyson Tate. It's where my heart leans right now.
Love, Mendoza, Price for me.
ooh,
Running
the
Price
running
up
back guy.
I'm not
I
even
don't
mad.
care. If
I'm not
No, I
even
know.
grabs them in the first round, it's worthy of note and worthy of respect. And tell me the last first round running back that didn't get it done in year one.
Oh, I can tell you several.
Sure, go for it. CH was RB13.
Yep.
That's
Sony
good.
Michel.
That's success. That was injury.
It was, but it was before the injury. It was not great.
Was
I
Bishop
don't care.
Sankey a first rounder?
Yeah, but that was a while. That was 2014. I mean,
He was a second rounder.
but
You have to go back really far for a first round running back to fail. You just mentioned that we get 7 players in the top 24.
Oh,
in
and
the class.
he
RB
probably will be.
matters more than a lot of these other considerations. Quarterback is first, running back is second, wide receiver is third, tight end is fourth. If I can get a first round running back, they simply don't fail. Richardson didn't fail. CEH didn't fail. You can cite injury, and that is valid to the exercise, but it's not valid to the volume.
Sorry, my house was total chaos. That's why I had to mute. I would go, before Zach goes, I would say Love, Tyson, Lemon as well. I agree with Zach.
It's so I agree with you, the theory, and I think that he's probably a top 24. And that's my frustration with this class is if I'm going to take a running back that highly, I want a running back. I want a hammer, and I don't think that without the receptions, and I don't think you're going to get receptions like you want out of Jadarian Price. I don't think you get a hammer. I do agree with you that it it is a lot safer than any of the wide receivers. It's probably a better bet. And you're like, I will concede the point that you're right to take him. But man, I want to make a difference with those picks.
You also don't have to. You don't have to take him 103. It's just
No.
where would we rank these players. I would rank him
Sure.
third.
By the way,
yeah,
if the chat
that's not-
disagrees, rank your top 3. Chat. Let's see what you got.
And I think that's a really important piece too, Tommy, is just because we like these players there, ADP is still a thing. The
Yep.
way all of the talking heads that aren't us are going to drive ADP, the way that the community is going to drive ADP will be different. And so, like, man, you're going to get Jadarian Price at like 107, 108.
Yep.
We're
I
gonna
had Dart 4th
snap.
overall last year, and I had Shuck 12th overall last year. I wasn't having to take those players there,
Yeah.
but it doesn't mean we don't value them there.
Right. No, and that I think that's a really important piece to talk through. And J Mike and I do that a lot when we talk about our film grades. We're like, look, these are our film grades, but these are not necessarily our final rankings, and these are not necessarily, even if they were our final rankings, we don't do rankings based on where you have to take them. We do rankings based on how we like the players.
Yep.
It's up to you to figure out how things are falling in your league and where you need to go get them.
Yep.
So we're not drafting for you. It's incumbent on you to do the work, but we're giving you at least a guideline.
Yeah. And it's why last year you and I, Zach, negotiated a trade where I think you drafted Jackson Dart 201 and I traded you Kyron Williams for
Yep.
him. Is Kyron Williams worth more than a 201 last year? Heck yeah, totally is. But I valued the quarterback, that profile more. And so, like, there are going to be discrepancies in this draft, especially in your rookie draft, where beyond the 102, beyond the 101, maybe, it's going to be your preferred hierarchy, right? And your preferred hierarchy is going to differ from the 4 other people on this call. And I think that's going to be reflected in your leagues, right?
Yep.
No question.
By the way, none of us are experts, especially me. I am definitely not an expert. So
Certainly not me. Yeah.
rank your top 3 as you see fit. But I think it's I think, and I texted Zach this yesterday, like, this round was chaos, and
It was great.
and that was exciting. So tomorrow's
it
going to
was-
be crazier.
It was more fun than if it had gone chalk, and it's more
Yes.
fun for fantasy for sure.
100%.
So
I mean, Cardinal Tate Jeremiah Love went 3, and all hell broke loose after that.
Yep.
I mean,
so
We got 10 guys in the first round. I just want to throw that out there. Like that's hard to be upset about that.
yeah. Crazy.
all right. What do you think? We wrap it and run it back again tomorrow with whoever Frank put the rookie draft.
Yeah, by the way, if
reports-
everyone wants to see Zach's rookie report, you can get it at fantasycares.org/campaigns.
they even have the little. I went through and put all of the little pictures beside all of the players. So you got Fernando
Yes.
Mendoza going, and then everybody else has a series picture.
We got our Chase Sapphire sponsorship, so now I can put Zach's rookie report up.
But yeah, fantasycares.org/campaigns, and it's right there.
Someone needs to check on Ian because
Oh,
holy cow. I hope he's on tomorrow.
I mean, I like that pick better than I liked McCarthy.
Yeah, and people were excited about that.
I fought with them last year anyway. But all right, we'll wrap. We'll be back again tomorrow. Thank everybody in the chat. They probably all gone to bed because the draft finished
Probably.
up like 20 minutes. I'm just getting to the last pick now, so we can wrap. But appreciate you gentlemen for coming on, chopping it up. It is always fun to see family. So
Yes.
Love you guys. Appreciate you.
Indeed.
appreciate you. Love
Peace,
you.
chat.
We'll catch you tomorrow.